What's up, everybody?
Oh, are you making fun of me from my old YouTube videos?
No,
It's your boy.
It's your boy, the stunt set. No, I was making fun of myself.
Oh.
How's everyone doing today? Average Bros Golf here, coming at you live.
Don't ever,
Bro.
No, it's complete opposite of that.
Yeah.
What's
Yo,
up, guys?
what is up,
How's everyone
guys?
doing
Another
today?
video.
My monotone ass voice.
Kind of like someone else I know.
Who's that?
Who is that?
Keith Lee.
Oh, we diving right in.
I know, it just is a
Today
great
we will
breeze.
be reviewing Keith Lee and how he eats food. Nah, that guy and all the success he's having right now is kind of crazy.
That's awesome.
I love
You know,
him.
he simply just eats one restaurant's food, post it, and boom. Now that dude's business is thriving. Goes from barely being able to pay bills 1 month, and then now he's made more food than he's ever made, never having to worry about that again. And it's all just because he
Just being a good person.
just being a good person and being honest, you know, because the thing I like about Keith, if he doesn't like something, he'll say it. You know?
He'll
Yeah.
let you know.
Yeah, like he reviewed a egg pizza recently, a sunny side up pizza.
Yeah,
You saw
he
that?
hated it,
And he
yeah.
Wait,
fucking hated it.
I'm gonna be honest. That doesn't
It
sound
didn't
that
look
good.
It looked terrible.
See, personally, I thought it looked like it could be good, but he hated it.
Don't get me wrong. It sounds like something I would try,
Yeah,
but it doesn't sound like something I would really enjoy too much or want to try after.
yeah. Well, he did not want to try it out.
Do y'all have like comfort TikToks? Like comfort TikTokers, I guess. You having a bad day, you're scrolling TikTok, you're like, oh, yes, Average Bros just posted. Yes.
No, I don't.
That's my main one.
I guess so.
That's like Keith Lee. I'm having a bad day. What's up, guys? Today,
There's
I'll come back
the-
for another review.
It's the super jack guy that says the funny. God, what is his name? Frank.
Robert Frank.
Yeah, Robert
Yeah.
Frank.
Oh
That
my
dude,
God.
hilarious. Be a man. I love
Oh,
that
be
one
a man's
too.
good one.
Yeah, those are ones. It makes me feel good. I see it and it's like, oh, okay,
I like.
everything's
okay
right
now.
in the world.
I like
Yeah.
the. I think it's like the Shits and Gigs podcast or something like that. It's the two guys and they sit there and usually the clips are them reading off like tweets and like funny shit like responses to them.
Uh-huh.
That shit is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I also kind of like the what's that dating one that they'll be blindfolded.
Oh, and they
on
sit up.
stage.
And it's like at a bar or a
Yeah.
comedy show or something.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
sitting
yeah.
up there.
You know what it's called?
Yeah, they're
No,
both
that one's-
blind and no, they're not both blind. They're
Blindfolded.
blindfolded. I
Just
mean,
over
they
there
could be.
just
They could be
touching-
blind, I guess.
touching each other's face.
But they're blindfolded and they
Wow.
sit up there and they pretty much talk to each other when they're sitting right next to each other. And then someone in the audience can be like, "I like that person better," because I guess you like tweet at them or something while you're there, and they'll call you up on stage, and it's like, "I will treat him better than she would," or like vice versa and
I
shit
have
like that.
not seen that.
Really?
No, I have not.
It's
No, at all?
it's pretty
No.
funny, and it's
Yeah.
actually a really cool like I guess dating idea for like, you know, if you're down tremendously.
Bad.
Hey.
Tremendous.
No, I'm just
Happens.
kidding. I'm
It
just kidding.
happens.
It seems like a cool like social thing to do.
Yeah, it is. But you know, it just goes to show how much influence TikTok has now in a good and bad way.
Yeah.
Because people like Keith Lee go out there, review people's food. Now that guy has lines out his door now.
Yeah, changed his life completely, like
Oh,
for the
yeah.
positive.
Yeah, and it changed his life too. I mean, this guy just goes around eating food, and people just love the way he talks, love the way he.
I think the way he talks is like
Yeah, I
half
think
of
it is
I
a
love
big-
it. I don't know
and-
what it is, bro.
And he's actually Kevin. Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah.
until you said Kevin Lee's cousin. I didn't know that.
Wait, he's Kevin Lee's cousin?
When
Yeah.
he was fighting in Bellator, Kevin Lee's in his corner in every fight.
Oh, I didn't know he was Kevin Lee's cousin.
Yeah, I thought we talked about it before. That's why when I text you, I'm
we
like, hey,
might
talked
we
about
might
it.
have. I just
Maybe we didn't. I don't know. I thought we did. Maybe
I just
thought
didn't
about
remember. It
someone
makes sense though because he's got a moose knuckle on his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got fighter hands. Now that I
Yeah.
actually like looked at his hands, it makes sense now. He's a scary motherfucker.
Well, I guess he's still. I don't. Well, maybe now. I'm not sure, but I guess he was.
I mean, why would
he was
you?
still trying to pursue that.
So, well, supposedly he's supposed to get back into fighting this year.
oh, good for him.
Supposedly.
I very much believe everyone has their path, and it. I mean, to me, if I were him, this would be a sign for me
Oh,
to.
yeah. Keep it going.
Yeah, to not walk away from fighting, but you know, go towards this path that you're clearly succeeding in. You know, you're enjoying it. You're helping a lot of people. Like Mr. Beast reaches out to you in your
Yeah.
comment. He's like, "Hey, try my chocolate." And he's like, "Okay, you got to come here, help a struggling business out."
Yeah.
You know, just stuff like that.
So my only counterpoint to that is now having the success that he has had.
Yeah.
I guess with all the TikTok stuff, he can go into back to fighting, bring in a crowd. Like if I'm an organization, I'm looking at that as like he might not be because I haven't watched any of his fights or seen him fight. So
He's not terrible.
No, he's not
No.
bad.
So,
I mean,
but that's someone that you could like kind of hype up, like I don't want to say Paddy Pimblett, Conor McGregor, but like the following that they have. Like
he'll have a crowd.
He's more known than those two now.
he's gonna have.
Well, maybe not McGregor, but
not McGregor, but probably like Patty.
He's probably
really,
up there
it's
with
only
Patty.
like fighter fans know Patty. Like,
Yeah.
I
everyone
mean,
and their
yeah.
mom on TikTok.
Yeah,
knows this
true.
guy now.
I was
mean,
say because he
he's-
has the social media aspect behind him already. So even if he does fight and it's like the lower end Bellator fights and stuff, it's gonna bring in a crowd. So if I'm the UFC, Bellator, like one fighting, all that stuff like that, I'm looking at this guy is still pursuing it because it could be his dream. That might be why.
yeah.
And he could shout out businesses after a win or some shit. Like there's
sponsors.
yeah.
Ooh, hey, real quick before we get off Keith Lee, I don't know if y'all ever seen Jalen Waddle. Keith Lee looks just like Jalen fucking Waddle. It's super fucking.
I'd have to
weird.
look.
I feel like
at,
I've seen Jalen Waddle and I didn't.
Bro,
I don't see it.
They look just a fucking
Is
like.
he also related to Jalen Waddle? Got a
Probably.
little trifecta of
Oh
athlete.
my god,
Dude, that'd be crazy.
that's like the Watt family.
Yeah.
The sponsor though. Did y'all see the Popeyes kid? He got sponsored. I don't know if you ever seen the meme. Look, it's Terrios and Popeyes.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. And there's a kid like with a cup, like looking at the
He
camera.
got sponsored?
By Popeyes.
Yeah, so
stop
he
it.
just won a championship for his D2,
D2.
college.
God, is he
He's
that
a
old
he's a
now?
freshman in
Yeah,
college,
bro.
D2, and they got a billboard with him on it, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is he that old, dude?
Yeah,
Is
we're
it
old.
college?
We're that old.
Yeah, we're old as shit.
Holy hell!
Isn't
Yeah,
that
I guess it
fucking
was
crazy?
high school when that kid.
Yeah, we're in high school. He looked like he was like 6.
I mean,
maybe
he
8.
He probably was 8 or 9 at the time, and now he's 19, 20. Yeah.
God,
10 years
oh,
ago.
Speaking of that, I looked up Anakin's age during the pod racing. He was 9.
I thought we looked it up last time. I looked it up.
Did we? I don't think we did. I think we said we were
She
going
was-
to, and then we didn't.
Oh, I thought I
You
did.
said 12
Did-
and 16, right? He was 12, she was 16.
Yeah, I looked it up.
I knew he
In the
was
Star
younger
Wars
than-
universe.
He was 9 and she was 14, right?
I didn't look up her age because I'm assuming she was still 16.
Regardless.
Pedo.
Still
Oh,
Pedo.
It's a little weird.
I mean,
But anyways.
to be fair, she didn't. I don't think she looked at him that way until they got older. But
Little
with that
Annie.
being said, she was a woman in her early 20s looking at a 17-year-old. Oh, Annie,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Jedi Knight.
It's cool when they. Never mind.
Whoa! That's a song lyric, isn't it?
Okay, we're just saying it.
Never mind.
Hey, real quick, not to get off topic. Did you see? I
No,
can't
let's
believe-
get off topic.
Yeah, did you-
Please.
I kind of want to go back to what Gardner said.
No.
Did you see where it was like, not to get too nerd, you know what I'm saying? But Anakin and Padme, they transferred, instead of rings, it was droids. Because Padme was always with R2-D2 when she was young, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
And he had C3PO.
Anakin, yes. And they switched after they're married.
Yeah.
R2-D2 is always with Anakin. They're flying together, and that's why he's so protective of R2-D2. I got a TikTok. I seen it. I'll send it to you. It's fucking wild.
I did not know that.
I didn't either until I seen it. I'm like, holy shit,
Interesting.
this makes so much sense. You know?
I didn't
R2-D2
even, I'm
gives
shaking
no
my
fucks
head
about
like I
Anakin.
knew that, but it's just right as you started saying it, it just fucking like instantly
It makes
clicked.
sense,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because before then,
yeah,
you're right. Oh my God, I've never noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
it's
Here-
crazy.
Here I thought it would just be simple rings, a little robot.
Well, no,
hand.
but because they couldn't technically be married because he was a Jedi, so
That is true.
keep it on the DL, they just swapped droids.
Yeah, you get my robot, I get yours. And that's
That is true.
wow.
Kenobi's
weird.
like,
It's weird. She got the one with hand and fingers.
Whoa.
Weird.
What are you trying to say?
Weird.
what are you trying to say?
Weird.
I think I
Can you
know
imagine being
it.
Kenobi? He's like, why'd you and Padme switch droids all of a sudden? He's like, oh, no reason. He's like,
Well,
"Really?"
R2 just fits better on the ships,
It's like, that's weird because that's kind of a intimate thing to do, don't you think?
I mean, I guess if you put it
I
that
mean,
way.
if you
Not
say
a
it
deal.
that way, I don't know. It's
It's
not like
still-
I love her. It's not like we're married. Stop, dude. You're making it weird.
Oh, yeah, I didn't want to get too in the nerd realm, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
we get sucked into Star Wars right quick.
You feel me? Whoa.
Yeah, so back on that topic. All right, what we got next with that?
Oh, that was it. That was it for
Keith Lee?
Keith Lee.
Yeah, I mean, shout out Keith Lee.
Yeah, we love that guy.
I mean, I don't know if you want to get into like Dana White yet. If you want to say for like this.
I mean, if we're already on MMA, we can
That's
jump right
why-
into it. Yeah,
that's
we'll
my
get into
thought
Dana White.
process.
How do we? So obviously, I know how we feel about it.
We all know how we feel about
We
it.
all
We do
know how
not
I feel
like
about
it. That is fucking
pretty
for
shitty.
Sure.
It's shit.
Shitty, but obviously not defending what he did. He has handled it, I think, the best that you possibly can.
There's only one way to handle it.
He's not making any excuses. He's saying, "Do not defend me." Like, it's fucked up. Well, I mean, because he's been adamant about being against that for so long, and then to have a slip up, I guess you could say, because we haven't seen anything prior about it, so it could just be a one-time occurrence thing.
So, was it a single slap, or
Nah.
did he like beat her up?
He didn't beat her
There's
up.
a video of it
So I guess they're like in an argument or something.
at a New Year's Eve party in a club.
Because
And
I
she
mean, this is
smacks him. And
Okay,
then he,
I
like,
heard that she
smacks
hit
her.
him first, and
Yeah,
then
I
he
think
hit
he
her.
like grabbed her because she tried to like turn
Yeah.
away. So he grabbed her and she fucking smacks the shit out of him. And then he like smacks her, and then like smacks her again. I saw two. I didn't. I'd have to rewatch it again, but I'm pretty sure he definitely hit her more than once.
Yeah.
Kind of. See, I like how he said he was like, "Hey, like, this is all on me." Well, way to own up for your big fuck up. But you can't condemn people and then turn into one of the people.
But at the same time, and we are all human, and we're gonna make mistakes. Alcohol's involved. Tempers kind of get riled up. I know it's. I think because we know we wouldn't, or we at least think we wouldn't.
Yeah.
But
see,
shit happens.
That's what makes you. I feel like that's what makes you a man, right?
Yeah.
We
See-
all get the urge to slap. You know what I'm saying? But the man in you is like, hey,
No, 100%.
I know I'm way more. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to do this. I don't need to slap. And I get it. He's probably drunk.
Like with
and I
what
get it.
Brad's saying.
Yeah.
Being a man, you understand.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people might not like hearing this, but we are naturally physically stronger than women. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just a fact. And Dana, who is a big guy,
Yeah. He big as shit.
to me, I get if you're pissed off and your wife slaps you, but to me, you just
But that's also another point as well. It's like, all right, if you're gonna hit someone, you can't. Like, I don't. I'm trying not to say this where it sounds like I'm saying what he did was okay, because it's clearly not. But you can't hit someone and not expect someone to react in a certain way.
I agree with you only if I don't know that person.
that's
If
true,
my
yeah. wife
wife slaps me, I would never in
Yeah.
my life slap her.
Yeah,
But if a random bitch is arguing with me, she slaps me, I'm hitting her with a two-piece. But that's just because I don't know this lady. She's disrespecting me. She's hitting me.
Yeah.
I'm saying
That's just because you don't know that person.
You don't know what the full intent is. Obviously, she's slapping him because she's pissed off at him. She's not going to do anything further.
It's your wife. I get it. Hey, y'all are drunk. You're on New Year's Eve in a party. Dana White knows there's cameras. You're in public.
That's
It's also one of those things. It's like how we've all done fucking shit we regret when we're fucked up. He might have been super fucked up. She might have been super fucked up. Now, the one thing I will say though is, it's definitely like if she's on the same page that he's on right now, where it's we both fucked up, we made a mistake, this is on us, we're handling it. The media being in it is kind of like
that's the thing.
it's kind of
Now
shitty.
that it's in public eye,
I know.
It's just,
Is John Jones still with his wife?
I
Yes.
have no idea.
See, it's like one of
I
them
haven't
things.
I haven't heard anything.
Where it's like civil, like between you and that person, it's settled. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But you're always like, we always think of John Jones as a woman beater.
Well, that's
No
literally
matter
what
what
Dana
the
White
terrible
said.
human
That's
being.
that's literally what he said in one of the in the
he
press
said, "I'll
conferences.
always be known
He
as
said, "I'll
this."
always be
Yeah.
known." He said the repercussions that I have for this is not me being away for work for 60 days.
And I didn't really like. I agree with most of the press conference. Like, he has to live with that shit.
Yeah.
I didn't, and I also agree with him saying if he's away from the UFC, it's
doesn't-
gonna hurt the UFC. It's gonna
Yeah.
hurt the fighters. So
Yeah.
I agree with
Yeah.
that 100%. I just, when they're asking what's the repercussions, and you're like, oh, there is none for me. I can't be away from the fighters. It's just like he
No,
definitely owned
so
up to it, and I know what he was saying.
I think
He's just
I think
saying-
he got taken the wrong way because he's saying the repercussions don't involve him being taken away from his job. The repercussions are now, the connections that he might have.
Yeah, people aren't gonna fuck with him. I
Always
watched
being I think the repercussions that he pointed out were a lot worse than being away from the UFC for 60 days.
Well, he was also just saying
Because it's a long term.
it doesn't matter for him personally to be away from the UFC because. He said he could have walked away 2016.
Yeah, exactly.
Never had. So what he was saying is,
it's not going to hurt him financially to be gone.
Like I said,
it's only going to hurt the organization.
I agree with him not going away. I just don't agree with him saying what else can I do? I got to live with it. That's basically what he said. I just don't agree with him saying that. What else can I do?
I don't know.
Man, but what else can he do? He owned up to it. Obviously, learned from mistakes. And like I said, this is the first time we've ever seen anything like this from him, so it could be just a one-off occurrence.
It could,
And you gotta.
I don't know. Some things they just shouldn't happen in the first place.
No,
100%.
Well, yeah, mistakes shouldn't happen in the first place, but it happens.
Yeah,
bro, that's a little more than a mistake.
Twice,
it's just. And I'm not saying you're defending him, but it's just like when you're like, oh well, mistakes happen. It's like I can't. From my standpoint, I'm outside looking in. I can't get with that.
So someone hits you in your initial reaction, right? Let's just lay it out. Someone hits you, your initial reaction is to hit them right back.
Well, defend yourself immediately. You're gonna have that internal switch.
That happens, and then you check yourself. You're like, oh shit, I just did that. It's the second, right? He hit her twice.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying.
So
on that.
That's like that you did it. Most people will be like, oh fuck.
I can't believe I just did that.
I can't believe I just did that. And then he goes back and hits her again. That's the part that's gonna be
100%.
Way worse because it's already fucking bad as it is. And now that he went back for a second, I'm not trying to say it in a funny way, but
no, it's not funny. It's not a funny matter. It's just.
He went back for seconds.
Yeah.
He went back for an extra plate.
It was like Thanksgiving dinner.
Like, you ate a piece of pie.
I get what you're saying. I'm saying, like I said, don't condone it by any means. Like, it's not something that I personally would do or that I think I would ever do in that situation and stuff. But what I'm saying is I think he's gone about it the man way. Gone up,
owning up,
outright up front to everybody. Do not make excuses for me. I did this. My wife and I are handling this situation. I've already apologized to everybody that I need to. I'm gonna live with this for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Like, from the organization standpoint, move on. I have bigger shit to deal with regarding it than you asking me, what is this gonna do for you?
Well, what do you think? Do you think there should be anything to happen to him?
Like, from the organization standpoint?
Yeah, like, do you think the UFC as a company should talk to him and be like, you might have to be away for a while?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's kind of weird because it's like, it's such a touchy thing to go around, or a difficult thing to maneuver through, just because of the fact that, like he said, it doesn't affect him. It doesn't hurt him to be away from the UFC.
Yeah.
It hurts the UFC.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like a lot of people who are very outright upset about it haven't been following the UFC for a while. So their instant reaction, because I've seen today a lot of people saying, we understand he fucked up. Mm-hmm. He's owned up for that. The UFC needs him. Like, him missing out on it. Like, I definitely think, me personally, I would probably take a step away from events and certain and things like that.
Because there's also the aspect of, will companies want to talk to him with that image on him now? So that could also
that's what he was saying.
Yeah,
that's what he was saying.
Because that could also hurt the UFC just as much as him walking away from it, as other companies being like, we can't involve ourselves with you right now.
Well, and that's what he was saying. Like, it's not going to hurt. He said his relationships and his character pretty much is what's affected. And I think that matters more than the UFC being like, hey, don't come to events for 60 days. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's just...
Because, I mean, what's...
Like I already said, I don't think he should step away. I'm not saying...
No, I get it.
It's just one of them things. It's like, he owns up to it, which I get. But it's like Chris Brown, motherfucker, he came out and said he did it. He's a piece of shit. I'm not saying Dana White did it with... I'm not saying it
He
wasn't.
also beat the fuck
I was
out
gonna
of
say it was a little,
Yeah,
definitely a little bit different.
Yeah.
Well, Rihanna hit him first.
Well, listening
And
to
then-
his aspect of the situation
And
too.
that's different too. Yeah,
But that's different story. But
she didn't show up with a giant black eye and bruises all over her body. So Dana White's wife,
Yeah.
Rihanna did.
Yeah.
So I think that might be people got the visual aspect of how bad because he beat her.
Yeah, he did. I just feel like if you're a woman beater, even if it's a slap, he didn't even beat his wife. It's just they got in an argument.
and he hit her.
I'm not downplaying it. I'm saying he twice. It's
Yeah.
just that's what you're known as at that point. And I get he's like, oh yeah, my character is tarnished because of that. It's just
Yeah.
I personally just don't like people. I think if you hit a woman, you're not a man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like all of us would agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean,
I agree.
that's just how I look at it. That's why I don't like it. Like,
To me, it never, like with your significant other, like you said, if some random person walks up to you, it's a different story.
totally
But
different.
If your
Yeah.
significant other, and like, I don't know, man. I just don't see any scenario unless she's literally trying to.
And she's coming at you,
Yeah.
beating the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
Then, like, I
That's what I
understand.
mean. Unless she comes at
Like
you
you're in
with
physical
deadly
danger.
force, yeah, like knives or shit, because some people are in those harmful situations. You
Yeah,
got to do what
yeah.
you got to do, but in that aspect, he could have just let it happen and stepped back, especially since you're in public.
Wasn't she sitting down and then he got in her face and then she stood up?
I don't remember exactly.
I seen that video like a week ago. Whenever it happened, like 2 weeks ago. I haven't watched it since.
I was
But
gonna say what I remember is they were standing there. It looked like she went to turn away and he grabbed her wrist or something. And I could be misremembering that, but I know she smacks him first and then he does it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's tough because we see other people in other organizations do stuff to a similar caliber,
Mm-hmm.
and they get, released or they lose their organization, whatever it may be. They get totally cut off from whatever it is,
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that should happen to him.
see, I 100% agree with what you're saying. It shouldn't happen to him, but you can see like why,
Yeah.
kind of like the outrage of like, hey, this happened to this person, nothing
Yeah.
happened.
I definitely think
Because it's just,
I definitely think it wouldn't hurt for him to take a step back for a little bit.
yeah.
Let it die down because it's outrage culture and shit like that. Granted, what he did was very wrong, but
It
like
is,
people will get over it because they'll be on to the next thing that they're pissed off about.
But to me, how I'm looking at it is if they don't do anything to him, then it's almost like
It looks like they just are letting
Oh.
this happen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, and I think
that's my thing.
And I think that's why
and
he's taking charge the way he is about being upfront, taking questions about it, answering everything, and just being open. So he's taking it, and not the UFC is taking it. And I think that's why he can work it out to where he doesn't have to step away because he's like he handled it the best way you could handle a situation like that.
Yeah, there's no
he
other
was a
way
man about
to
it
do it.
and fucking owned up to it because I mean obviously you fucking have to.
Yeah.
It's a video, but he didn't go silent for fucking days. Like he just fucking was like, I fucked up last night. This is the situation. Should have never got to that point.
Yeah.
That's on me. Nobody else. Don't make excuses. Don't feel sorry for me. Like getting just owning it.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Not that makes it better, but it's one of those.
That's
where
my thing. Just to me, it don't make it better.
It doesn't make it better, and he knows that as well. But
Yeah,
I mean,
he knows-
nothing's gonna make
Yeah,
the
I was like,
situation
he probably
better.
knows it better than any of us. And nothing's gonna make what he did better.
Oh,
but
he's
just-
feeling everything more than anybody.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It's all on him. Yeah.
My-
And he
one of
knows
those.
that.
It's one of those moments where you wake up in the morning, and you're like, oh fuck.
That's literally what he said when he
fuck.
woke up the next day. He was like, "Holy fuck!" My thing is, I don't know him on a personal level. I just see from the years of watching UFC and everything else. I don't think he's a bad person.
No.
That's the big thing. People are going after him like he's fucking the worst person in the world. Like what he did was fucking horribly wrong. Shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But as long as if him going up front about it and just being honest, not wanting excuses made, owning up to it right away, like that shows good character. So I mean, at this point, it's between him and his wife.
Yeah.
It's a family matter at this point. We just unfortunately happen to see it because of who he is.
Yeah.
A good example. I don't think he hit his wife. Texas head coach men's basketball.
Didn't that just happen as well?
I want to say it was Thanksgiving.
Like recently.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Thanksgiving dinner. He got in an argument with one of his family members. They didn't say who it was. I think he slapped him or punched him. But, it's like a civil matter with your family.
Yeah.
They handled it internally. He still got fired for it by Texas for the look. It's like...
He's also not an owner. He's a coach.
Yeah, but, you can see, though, right?
I 100%.
I'm not talking about the owner. I get Dana White not stepping away.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about you can see the look. They fired him only because of the look.
Well, so I get that because that look is going to turn recruits away. This happening with Dana White necessarily isn't going to turn people away from wanting to be in the UFC.
It's going to turn sponsors.
yeah,
The biggest thing, not people paying him so he can pay the people fighting.
Look at what happened.
Very true.
I know it's a totally different scenario, but it's equally it can be as bad. The Clippers owner, whenever all that stuff came out about him,
I thought about that earlier. Yeah.
He lost everything. The players revolted against it. I'm not saying like the UFC fighters are going to be like, we're not fighting unless
No,
Dana White's
they've
handling
already pretty much given him his support.
Yeah, but it's a similar situation where the owner or CEO or whatever you want to say does something really really bad,
Mm-hmm.
and
They forced him out.
Yeah, and they forced him out. Not saying that's going to happen to Dana, but Brad's saying the look.
Yeah, well, I think what it comes down to is kind of like what we're talking about. Like Dana White's going up front and just owning it, and I don't know. I don't know.
We don't know what's going to happen.
It's a weird thing because it could go. He could end up fucking just leaving completely.
Yeah. He could decide it's just best for the company at one point.
Yeah.
If it gets so bad where no one will work with him in the UFC, it will come to that.
I don't see that happening though.
No, I'm saying if. I don't.
I think, and I think the biggest reason why is because I think people have known him for so long, and he's been in this industry for so long. If that was a normal thing that he did, everyone would already know. The people in the industry would know that that's something him and his wife do, and then the second it goes public, they all pull. Immediately they pull, because it's been a known thing, and now it's in the public eye. So now more is going to come out. I think what it is this could just be an off occurrence. It's going to be rocky for a little bit, and he's going to have to do his time going through the motions and getting trust back from people. But if they know his character from beforehand, they're going to look at it a little bit differently than they would if, Jeff Hardy comes out again. Yeah, comes out again and he just beat his wife again. You know what I mean? It's a little bit different when it's the first time, I guess. When your character has been nothing but credited for so long.
I'll give you an example of something that'll kind of throw a dagger into that. Bill Cosby. Everyone thought...
Whoa, that's...
No.
That's kind of a big difference. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't know.
I think
I agree with
I get the
where everyone thought Bill Cosby was this great
good guy.
dude, and then it turns out for fucking how many ever years he was doing all that shit. I'm not saying Dana's been doing that for all that time.
No, he hasn't been doing that at all. That's okay.
No. I'm not saying that.
No,
I'm saying,
and I get what you're saying, but the levels of what Dana White did and what Bill Cosby did are very drastic. No, but you have to though. No, you have to. If that's the
He's
situation.
just talking about the character.
No.
The character.
I get that.
Because
you're
saying he's too famous for it not to come out.
That's not what I'm saying. No, because I'm telling you right now, the point that you're making, I understand.
Is on Dylan.
The point you're making right now, I understand. But the level of magnitude that what Bill Cosby did and what Dana White did trumps that.
Let Dylan explain what he's about to say.
I'm just comparing the situation. I think you're saying if Dana White had been doing this for a while, people would have known about it.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby, one of the most famous people. No one knew about that shit until people came forward about it. So I'm not saying people are going to start coming forward about it now, but I'm just saying there are people that get away with shit for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Like another one, I'm not going to start naming people that have done a bunch of bad shit, but, there's plenty of people in Hollywood, for instance, who did a lot of bad shit.
Yeah, they fucking flew to Epstein Island and shit.
That's another example. Kevin Spacey,
Yeah, but so the only distinction that I think between that is we have a video of Dana White doing what he did. And obviously, it's very wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I think the level of fucked up between what that was and what Bill Cosby did is a lot higher, and it's going to looked at more, like, it's going to get more scrutinized.
I'm not saying at all what Dana did was as bad as Cosby. I'm just purely comparing
No, and that's
the character aspect.
No, and that's what I understand that. What I'm saying is the dagger in that argument is what Bill Cosby did was fucking so fucked up, like unmeasurable to what Dana White did. So it's gonna get what Dana White did is gonna get scrutinized less. So that could be why the character plays more of a part.
Yeah.
Because what Bill Cosby did is nah, you're done. Like you do that, you're done. There's no like, oh, he was a great guy. No, he's a fucking rapist. Like done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give smacking your wife a couple times if it's the first time that it's ever happened. Don't laugh,
Bro, I just smacking your wife a couple times. Come
That's
on.
how you said it.
It's how you said it.
Okay, I didn't mean to be funny. But
Don't downplay it. You downplayed it a little. It's how you said it, though.
He smacked her twice.
He did.
Come on, you smacking your wife a couple times.
Okay, sorry. Hitting your significant other and raping multiple women, roofing them and shit, is gonna
It's Quaaludes. It's Quaaludes.
Okay, sorry. Drugging them and then raping them pretty much.
Well, they no, I'm not defending at all what this guy did. As we seen Leo back in when he portrayed Jordan Belfort. I guess it was normal back then, and you used to take so many, you'd get fucked up.
Yeah.
I guess Bill Cosby just kept feeding them to him until he just got so fucked up. I don't know. That's like we said, it's a lot darker. And I get what Dylan was saying, not like the and I get what you were saying. You're trying to discredit what he was saying because one's darker than the other, right? One's a lot harsher.
Yeah.
One's
I
way more
completely
fucked
understand
up.
what's
Yeah,
I'm
and
just saying.
character aspect wise,
Yeah.
I totally get what both of y'all are saying. I'm not gonna hop in. I already said what I said. I just don't agree with that. Like I said, the man part. It's like where you become a man. You know,
You gotta have the restraint.
Yeah.
You gotta have the restraint. You know better.
That's why.
You know better.
You know better.
Because
That's it.
Dana White's a 240-pound, juiced up head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
he's bald. What do we say about
bald
bald
as
people?
fuck. Got a bald head.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know.
It's gonna be interesting to see where this goes.
It is. It really is.
I don't want to say it because it might sound fucked up. I don't see it really going where the people who are outraged about it wanting it to go.
You know,
Probably not.
You know how it will get there though? Cancel culture. They're gonna start coming for these companies like Monster. You know, boycott Monster. People get on Twitter hashtag boycott Monster.
My
That is
my
true.
only thing
That is
with this
true.
outrage culture thing, and I'm glad we're talking about this because this will be a great segue into this, is these people act like they've never done anything wrong in their life.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason you're commenting about this on Twitter, and he's living a lavish life that you get to see, and you get to see his life in every aspect of what it is.
Yeah.
Because he made the right decisions to get to where he was to be a prolific figure, and you're just a piece of shit on fucking Twitter who has probably done fucked up shit in your life too, acting like you're holier than thou. That's my only issue also.
No, yeah, definitely people acting like you said. Never done anything bad. I'm
Yeah.
perfect. You know, I can shit on whoever, but
Because,
I
like,
can't stand people like
no, it's fucking annoying. Because, like, don't get me wrong, we're not condoning people doing bad shit, like, by any means. You can't do that.
Why are you two-handing it too?
it's like a little teacup, you know.
Can you grab that with one hand?
I mean, I could, but
it's
it
too much.
Yeah,
But,
it
like,
just
in case
slipped.
you drop that,
for people,
'Cause I smacked myself in the face just now.
breaking the goddamn table, you drop that thing.
for people to just
Oh, you mean that?
outright go, like, for people's entire jobs, their lives, want everything taken away from them because they made one mistake is kind of fucked up. Now, obviously, the level of mistake that you make can really kind of determine what happens. But, you know, like, let's say the Logan Paul right now, for example. He had the whole NFT with CryptoZoo and stuff. Now, apparently he didn't make any money from it. So technically, it's not a scam because he himself has not made any profit from the CryptoZoo thing.
No, I mean,
And I don't know enough to really dive into that.
Yeah, I don't.
But what I wanted to get into with him specifically, so he has this whole CryptoZoo like thing going on with CoffeeZilla, trying to show that he's a scammer.
Yeah.
Hasn't made any money from it, so I don't see how you
CoffeeZilla is very credible though.
He is. He is.
He's I can't.
And Logan gave him his flowers and all the videos about it and stuff. He says he's very good at what he does. But now, I don't know if you guys saw, Logan had a pig. He got a pig like I don't know, a few years ago. And it recently was found like malnourished, allegedly next to like another dead pig, and people started flaming and like going after him because obviously this is immediately after him being called a scammer by CoffeeZilla, and then come to find out in 2020 when he moved to Puerto Rico, he gave the pig to a farm that was like I guess across the street or something along those lines, and then that farm ended up being sold. And then
left the pig there.
Damn.
And then the new owner was the one that called and was like, "There's a pig out here too. I can't remember the place, but like, can you come get it?" And then so immediately everyone was like, "Wow, Logan Paul's a piece of shit. Can't take care of animals, blah blah blah."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "I gave it to a farm, to live on a farm where it was nice." Yeah. And then still they're like, "Yeah, but you shouldn't get an animal you can't take care of." It's like he took care of it, and then he moved to fucking Puerto Rico. I just, the correlation there, I think people just want to be upset.
That's what I mean, man. People just have to find something to hate.
And that's the thing. And it's fucking little fucks who have nothing going on in their life.
Yeah. And it's like what Logan said and to George is really kind of what started it about the religion thing. Dude, what he said, was it nice? But, it's three best friends talking to each other, having a serious conversation, which we've all had at late nights.
Yeah.
Might not be the nicest, most, oh, I love you, man, talks, but, every friend group, every guy friend group especially, that has those talks.
Well, dude, you can
it's just they're put out on the internet, and everyone's like, oh, I've never fucking said anything bad to my friends ever. I'm always nice.
Yeah,
that's not reality.
It's a persona,
bro.
Not at all. People get on Twitter. Oh, I'm this great person. Let me talk shit about other people.
Yeah, I give my friend back massages and fucking give him $1,000 every week. You piece of shit. I work 8 jobs.
He drives my Lambo to all his dates.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos has this much money, but he hasn't donated any to end world hunger. How much have you donated? Well, I haven't donated any, but I don't have a $45 billion. I can't stand people
because
like
they said
that,
the same thing about Elon. I think we talked about it before in the podcast. They were like, if Elon would donate this much percentage of his net worth, he'd end world hunger. It's like, no, for one, he wouldn't. He would end it for about a day, and then people would be fucked up people like we normally are, and someone would fucking it would happen again anyways. And it's also, how the fuck can you say that when you sitting your fat ass on the couch eating Cheetos?
Man, what if someone walked up to you and was just like, hey, give your money to someone else right now.
Or you're canceled.
Or you're a piece of shit. Like, what if someone walked up
I guess I'm a piece of shit. I ain't give my fucking money to them.
You, hey, give $400 of your own money to this person who's less fortunate than you. It's like, what?
Like, I don't have $400 to give.
Yeah, it's like, what are you talking about? That's exactly what people do. It's like, hey, donate your own fucking money.
And then when they go, all right, I'm gonna put in this much. How much are you putting in? Oh, well, I don't have that money.
Yeah, that's you.
That's what pisses me off, because you have more money. You put it, you know what I'm saying? And then they ask the other person, well, how much did you put in? Well, I don't have that kind of money. Yeah. That pisses me off so fucking bad, bro. Why are you? Oh, exactly. My God. I can go on for this for so fucking long, bro. It pisses me off. It's like it's one of the bugaboos, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it just pisses me off. Wait, what'd you say? You said something. I was about to ask you something, and then we kept going. What'd you just bring up before?
Walking up to someone and, hey,
donate. No, before that. It was good, because I was about to go on, and then I let you keep going, though, because I don't want to ruin your train of thought, like you did mine.
What did I say?
Fuck, I don't know. I don't remember.
But I know I was gonna ask you though. I was gonna ask about the crypto zoo thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I know Logan didn't make no money.
The serious talk between bros?
No. After that. You're closer. You're very close.
Wait, walking up to someone and telling them how to spend their money?
No, before.
No, it was before that. We already said that.
I don't know.
Okay. Now Logan Paul about the crypto zoo thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he was behind the idea. Obviously, he doesn't run it, right?
Yeah.
But so is it a scam now? Like you said, you don't know. Hey, I don't know. I'm just asking from my perspective. Is it a scam? It should still be a scam, even though he's not making that money. other people are like losing their money.
So, but if you look at what a scam,
Don't you say definition, you fucking.
I mean, if you look at what a scam is, because he's getting fucked too. If he's not making money, that means he's losing money on it. So is he scamming himself?
I don't know if he lost money on it. Like I said, I don't know though. But I doubt he would lose money on it. But I'm not saying he was like, oh, let me fucking scam this. He don't need the money.
That's the other part where I'm like,
He don't need the money.
Like because he built up the project. Now, granted, this is another thing we need to say. If you fucking got ripped off for an NFT thing, that's your own goddamn fault.
You're an idiot. Yeah.
That's your own goddamn
100%.
fault. 100%. Like that is, you should have known better than to dump ridiculous amounts of money into something like that when it's still very iffy.
I agree with you. It's actually what Garner said. I'm sorry. It was what Garner said. When he said Elon Musk about the world hunger thing. So Elon was like, hey, I'll do it if y'all present me a plan that works.
He did.
Someone presented him a plan, but Elon Musk was like, well, this is why it won't work. And he went into detail. And people are killing him. Like, still, they'll bring it up. Oh, someone presented him a plan, and he said no. And they're like, oh, he's against ending world hunger. But he, like, pointed the loopholes in it. Not the loopholes, but, like, the shit how he could fall through.
Yeah.
So you want a man to spend, what was it like? It was like $40 billion or something
it was
like that.
yeah,
You want him
like
to
that.
spend this much money for some shit that he doesn't believe will work, and you're killing him for it, for how he wants to spend his money. Nothing pisses me off more than someone else telling someone how to spend your money, bro.
Dude, that's like going up to someone and be like, hey, bet all your money on this stock or this player to do this, not. Just put all your money in this thing, and you're not comfortable in doing it.
You're like, I don't really know about that.
Are you against this? Do you not support this then?
Yeah.
Cancel, bro. Cancel.
I will say though, I think cancel culture started to lose its strength because,
A little, yeah.
dude, if it was 2-3 years ago, these motherfuckers would be gone. Dana White wouldn't be sitting up there saying,
That's true.
I made a mistake. Like, he'd be gone.
I agree with that.
Yeah, those reporters would have been eating his ass, dude. Literally and figuratively.
What?
But I don't know, man.
Like, back then, they literally could not hold a press conference.
No.
Back then, they had to hide because people would fucking show up. Like a group of protesters a couple years ago would have showed up to that press conference and rioted.
Oh yeah.
That's how bad it was a couple years ago. We seem to forget how crazy we got for a few years.
Dude, it's because we're all fucking stuck inside.
Yeah.
Don't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
Might as well just be upset about shit.
People were fighting over simple things like toilet paper and
What
God knows
idiot.
what else.
Dude, people were waiting for a scandal to happen so they could fucking
Right.
get all over it.
Nothing to do.
And it got to the point to where in what was it, California, to where if you stole something, they literally wouldn't go after you.
Oh no! So you could steal up to, I want to say it was $900
Yeah, it was under $1,000, right?
Yeah, and you're good.
Yeah, people were just walking into Walgreens and just fucking grabbing a cart and walking out.
Bro.
You
it's
see
insane.
you see what happened in Texas recently?
What?
Guy goes into a diner or something, and he's trying to rob the place. Got a gun out. Motherfucker, you in Texas? Do you know where you're at doing this shit? So a guy sitting in a booth.
Yeah.
I think the
You talking about the dude?
the person who was trying to steal points the gun at a guy across the table, and then he goes around. The second he turns away, but he just fucking boop 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 boop, lights his ass
Oh
up.
my god, bro.
That guy probably like had his big ass belt buckle, probably foot prop.
No,
up
not
to-
really. I was thinking he was gonna look like Doug
Big-
Dimmadome or
yeah,
the
big
Dimsdale
hat,
Dimmadome, and he didn't.
I've been waiting for this fucking
I'm
moment.
gonna pull out my 6-shooter, boy.
But no, it's one
Damn,
of
boy.
those things. Like, dude,
You
you
ain't
go.
Kansas no
And
more.
I guess now I haven't read into it enough. Once I saw this report, but apparently the gun the guy had was fake. But like, you in Texas, bro, you cannot.
Bro, they
He's got like a fucking water gun. Everyone's like, he's got a gun.
they're mad at that guy. People, the Twitter warriors.
That shot the guy robbing
Because
it was a fake gun.
no, he shot him and then he goes over them and he keeps shooting him.
Oh,
He's
he hits
dead.
Him, he hits him with
shoots
the.
him in the head, point blank.
with
He's
a-
already dead, laying face first on the ground at the door. He shot him like 3 times when the guy stood up out of the booth.
Yeah, hit him with a kill shot.
Bro, yeah, guy like takes 2 steps, falls face first. Bro, he goes over him like 7 times, dog, in the back of the head. Yeah.
Now, rebuttal to this.
I didn't know he was dead. Don't
No,
you fucking
no,
say
no.
that.
rebuttal to this. Do you remember when
He was twitching when I was shooting.
Do you remember when
He kept moving every time I shot him.
we were younger, but Matt Diogi, the canine officer and his canine got killed.
Yeah,
It's
and
Grady
totally
Judd
different.
went on the news afterwards, and they were like, "Why'd you
Ran out
shoot
of
him so many
bullets.
times?" I said, "Well, we ran out of bullets." So
Yeah, I agree
it's one
with
of those
that.
things where, like, dude,
because-
if you're willing to step up, point A. Now, granted, everyone in there doesn't know it's fake.
Yeah.
You made it look like a real gun. You're holding up an area,
Right.
flashing a gun at people and stuff like that. You mean to tell me that I'm not like gonna, if I have it on me, shoot someone and then make sure they're not gonna get back up and try to shoot me?
18 shots, I think is what it was.
Yeah.
He shot him 18 times in the back. It was like 7 in the head. I think he's dead. That's like now.
I don't know about that.
Hey, dump the mag.
I'm not
That's what
just
that's what you're trained to do in situations like that. You
Yeah,
dump the mag.
This guy was
Was
a
he
total
military?
Navy SEAL. I don't think so.
No, but if
We don't know.
if you have like a gun, I would, especially in Texas, I would like to assume you've probably gone to the range, taken some kind of course and stuff like that. So you're taught to dump the mag.
7 shots there, bro.
Bro, see,
I mean,
I like.
you know,
The guy did his thing. He's supposed to shoot and kill that guy. That guy has a gun that what we see is a gun. He's threatening people. Hey, I'm gonna shoot you. Don't give me money. Hey,
Yeah.
kill the guy. It's just walking over his body, shoot him in the head like 5 times. That's where it's like, okay.
Yeah. Well, but to kind of not defend that, but in that guy's head, he was willing to kill him because he didn't
Yeah.
know the gun was fake.
Fight or flight.
Yeah. So he was willing to kill him. Let's say he's got a wife. He's got kids at home. He in his head, he's like, he was willing to take me away from that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I totally, he should have killed him.
Yeah.
People in the comments like, why did he kill him? I'm like, okay. But about the shoe and Grady Judd saying that, Myler. But what if like one of the guys, the SWAT guys, walked up while he's laying down and they start shooting him in his head?
I mean, he could have. We weren't there.
I'm gonna be honest. No,
So
I
it
get what
was
you're
off
saying.
Kathleen. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, the guy should empty the clip. Maybe not go up in execution style. Like, not execution. He's already dead. But like 5 times to the back of the head, point blank's a little OD, right? We can all agree
It,
that.
it does
I mean,
seem
come on.
it does seem a little excessive, but at the
There's
same
a little
time,
girl eating breakfast in the morning. Dog.
yeah. But
Mommy!
but at the same time, you got to remember like that adrenaline that's going
Yeah,
through your
we
fucking
have never
body.
been in that
That's
situation,
that
trust me.
situation is.
Yeah.
And there have been people who have gotten shot and get up
I'm not
multiple
saying,
times and get up. But the walking up 5 times back of the head, like it might be a little excessive. But at the same time, adrenaline dump. You're just fucking. He might have just blanked.
It's
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
like I'm
That's
not
true.
like saying what he do is bad, right? It's just like hold on. Did you have to do that? Like I get,
First-
hey, like he did
second.
the right thing. Yeah. It's just
How big of a fucking magazine do you have? I mean, Jesus Christ.
What had that thing on him?
He fucking. He had
Boy
the-
got an extended
clips.
mag. He's got
Fucking-
3 more on his side.
Hear
Like,
ye, hear ye.
it's like, why are you reloading? Could be another one.
oh man.
I don't know.
Like, yeah. I mean, he did the right. He did. The
I
right
think
thing.
but that kind of goes to show like the out of touch with reality that people have. Because if you ask every person sitting in there that got that gun flash on their face,
Yeah.
if you go, do you think he should have done what he did? Every single one of them is gonna be
yeah.
like, fuck yeah, I had to get home. I had to get home to my kids. But all the fucking Twitter warriors
Comments,
who do
bro.
nothing else. Well, he didn't need to do that. He could have just shot him in the leg and then like just
Dude, I
subdued
swear.
him. Like, no, bro, that's not how fucking shit works.
That's like when people say,
Stop watching movies.
Yeah, he only had a knife. Why'd you have to shoot him so many times?
He was trying to fucking kill me.
There's literally videos. It's like, that guy was like 20 feet away. There's videos of cops training to shoot guys coming at him with knives. There's a guy standing 20 feet from him. He gets to him.
I seen that video.
Yeah, he gets
It was
to
the
him and
body cam?
stabs him twice
Yeah, I seen that one.
before the guy's able to get out. I mean, he shot him twice, like in the training
Yeah.
exercise. But he got stabbed twice, and the guy was 20 feet away from him, because you think 20 feet, oh, that's kind of far, but no, that's like 5. That's
gonna
like
say it's
4 running steps.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's got to unbuckle his gun, get it out, get it on him. By the time that dude's taken 4 steps towards him, it's like
I agree.
I don't. People just, and I'm not saying I've ever been in a dangerous situation like that, but they just can't even comprehend
They
being
don't-
in that diner, or where was it, a diner?
It was like some diner
diner,
restaurant.
Being in that diner and having that guy wave a gun in your face. Because what are you gonna do? That dude's sitting there pointing a gun at your face, and someone shoots him in the head. Saving you, and you're like, dude, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, you think anyone in there was like, what an asshole? Why would
Hell
he
no.
shoot the guy?
Hell no. That's what it comes down to with all this social media Twitter fingers, Twitter warriors, and stuff like that. These are people. If you ever throw them in a situation like that, they're gonna do the exact. They're gonna piss themselves. They're gonna do the exact, or they're gonna do the exact same thing, and they're gonna have a real life realization, or they're just gonna get fucking killed because they're not gonna react. They're gonna think that I can sit there and I can talk to him.
You know why they would get killed? Because they wouldn't have a gun.
Hey,
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
speaking
facts.
of what you said,
They wouldn't react. If you look in the video, there's a guy in the corner still eating. While the guy's walking around with the gun. Even the guy gets shot, he's still eating. He's sitting down in the corner.
He's like,
Bro,
I'm not
I-
dealing with this today.
I also feel like there's just some people who just don't give a fuck either.
Yeah.
And that's not even like the Twitter wars. That's just they just see it and they're like, I don't fucking
Not
care.
today. I
Oh
got
my
my
God.
hash browns. It's like Pulp Fiction, dude. You know.
Yeah.
You know, he's sitting there trying to point the gun at everyone. He's still sitting there eating and everything.
I love it.
That's just a different level. You're just in a different like mindset. If you
Yeah.
you can have some fucking traumatic shit going on, and you're just like, well, it's not my fucking problem, and you're just fucking going like that's wild.
That is fucking
That's
wild.
fucking wild.
Imagine you show up to the diner, you're starving. You know, he's like, oh,
I'm
man,
hungry.
Got some eggs, bacon, and hash browns waiting on you. Finally get your plate, and this guy's like, hey, everyone on the couch. Like, fuck.
God,
Oh no, and it's one of those where it's like, you know,
My girlfriend just cheated on me.
I was
Come on,
gonna say,
man.
what was he going through like beforehand? Did he have some shit going on where he's like, you know what? Finally, I can finally just have some time to myself. I can eat. Nothing matters in the world. And some guy's trying to ruin that. And he's like, motherfucker, you do whatever you want to do. I'm eating this goddamn
My
meal.
fucking dog died today. My wife. All of this thing.
So if you gonna do it, fucking do it.
please.
But I'm eating this goddamn meal.
Where's my waitress? I need another water.
Oh God. All right, now that cancel culture is gonna come after us for this one, let's go ahead and move on.
Try to cancel us.
Cancel.
Just kidding.
I'll fold so fast.
Like a launch.
I'm so sorry.
No, we got nothing to apologize about.
What you
Just
feeling?
realized I don't have my keys on me, and that's not a twist off.
Yeah, but no. Speaking of being at a diner in a place of food, who should pay on the first date? Let's
Ooh.
say you take a girl out, or a guy. Yeah. Who should? Because I saw this topic today on TikTok. You know, it was this. I don't know what podcast it is, but it's this group of like 4 or 5 girls that talk to a single guy, and he asks him these kind of questions.
I want to say I've seen this.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. I mean, they're pretty popular, but you know, they ask him who should pay on the first date, and all the girls say, well, if the guy asks me, then he should pay, or if the person who invites should pay for the date, right? And
Yeah.
the guy's like, well, men are overwhelmingly the people who ask you on dates. He's like, when have you ever asked a guy on a date? Ever?
Okay, I did see this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, never.
Yeah, none of them ever had, a thing. He's like, so why? So basically, you're just saying men are gonna pay for the date. 'Cause
Pretty
you're
much.
never gonna ask for it. So, me personally, my look on it is I've always paid. I've never complained about paying.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of how I was brought up.
Yep.
You ask a girl out on a date, you pay for a meal. I've never once had a problem with it. The problem I would have is if I take her out on a date and she starts acting spoiled or starts not overstaying, but starts doing too much on the date. That's where I'd kind of have a problem with it.
Yeah, where they're like
Taking advantage of my
advantage of you.
generosity.
Yeah.
Not generosity, but taking advantage of the situation. That's where I would have a problem with it. I've never had a problem with paying for the dinner. I actually enjoy paying for the dinner. I would prefer to pay for the dinner. I don't like when the girl pays. I just don't. I would. So me personally.
Yeah, I've seen some points that do make sense. So I'm kind of the same boat. Grew up how I was raised. If you invite, like, I get what they're saying too. Like, if you invite me, like, me being the man's how I grew up, I'm gonna want to pay. But I could also see, like, if you invited me, you would want to pay. If I invite you out somewhere, I'm paying. Yeah. Like, that's kind of just how it is. But I've seen some. It might have been that video specifically where it's like the first date could go, like, you don't know where that's going. So why am I going to spend the money on something that is just a free meal for you because you're not looking at, like, because I think it was the same video. A lot of the girls said, "Oh, I just took it because it was a free meal."
Yeah.
Like I
And
knew I
that's
was getting
also
something out of it.
Guys kind of have to worry about sometimes.
So it's like, shouldn't it be more 50-50? And you should own. And if it is 50-50, that's a good way to show that like you are wanting to be here with me because you're willing to pay for your own thing to be in this situation.
Yeah.
Because I could see how it would be taken, like we were talking about being taken advantage of, where it's just looked at as, well, that's a free meal. I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
I only said yes because it was something free to do.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to get something out of it just by showing up and not having to give any kind of effort. Because the whole point of a guy asking you out normally is, pick your brain, see if you are compatible.
Yeah.
So I could see how a 50-50 would work more for a first to third date kind of thing, where you're just kind of feeling each other out, getting to know each other.
Yeah.
That's where the Riz comes in.
Yeah.
I mean, is like if I offer to pay and she's like, "No, I got it." I'm not going to sit there and argue with you about it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to let her pay for it?
Not the whole thing.
Oh.
Like if she wants to pay for whatever she wants to buy, then by all means. But I always am under the thought of I'm going to pay
Yeah.
for everything.
Well, let me throw a scenario at you because it literally just happened to me.
Right.
So I asked a girl out, asked to hang out. We went and did an activity because I feel like first date should be like activity and like drinks. It shouldn't just be drinks and dinner. Like you should be able to do something, just have fun.
Yeah.
That way, if like
What did y'all do?
conversation, we just play putt-putt. Something
No
easy.
putt-putt.
Simple.
Something
I like
easy.
it.
Somewhere like you don't have to do a whole bunch so you can have a conversation.
Did you win?
Yeah.
By 2.
Nice. Nice. Continue.
So that was besides the point.
That
So
was the important thing.
I asked her out. We go play putt-putt. I pay for that. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Whatever. I asked her to be there. I wanted to pay.
Yeah.
So then we get to we're gonna go to Carrabba's, which is right next door. But they close at 9, and it was like 8:55 or something like that. And I was like, shit. So we went somewhere else. So it gets to the point where we have our meal. We're heading out. I think we're about to go back to my place because her car was there, and she like holds out her card. And I just kind of like looked at her. And I was like, "That's really nice of you." And I like took the machine. She was like, "No, take my card." Like she was insisting. So, but me being how I am, I was like, "Okay." I took her card. We have the same card, and I just flipped mine up and then paid. But the fact that she offered to pay is nice.
So that's always a really good thing to see.
It's a good judge of character.
Yeah,
I feel like
because if she offered like doing the little the bill dance where you're kind of going back and forth. Oh, let me pay. That's nice because you're at least you see that she's willing to make the offer for it. You know, whenever the bill gets dropped and they're just.
Or they see it coming and they walk away.
Yeah,
they go to the bathroom and you're like, okay.
Like I was already gonna pay for it anyway, but just.
You're not even gonna offer?
Yeah, like I don't know. There's an episode I've been watching a lot of How I Met Your Mother. There's an episode exactly about that where Ted, the main character of the show, is on a date and he doesn't like it when the girl doesn't even ask or offer to pay for it, just as a friendly gesture. That's kind of a turn off for him.
Yeah.
But I probably would have still paid even if she would have offered.
See, and that's my thing.
Yeah.
I just like that you're not like I could tell just by you offering that it makes it seem like you want to be there.
Yeah.
And you're willing to, spend the money to be there. It's not just I'm here to get something for free.
Yeah, because like you said, you asked her out.
Yeah.
Usually.
I asked you, I'm gonna take care of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if a chick is there and you don't know, but you get a hint if a chick is not into you, and she's there, hey, she's trying to get some food. That's where the Riz comes in, dog. That's where the confidence.
The Rizzler.
The Rizzler. The Memphis Rizzlies.
Oh, man, rock. Oh, sorry.
I'm just saying, at that point, are you trying to spit game? She's not interested. You can tell. This bitch is boring. Are you still... You could win her over with the Riz.
But do you want to?
That's the thing, though.
That's the other
Everyone
side
likes
of
a
it.
challenge.
No,
I'm just
I
saying.
agree 100%. But if you can get the vibe that she's only here
For the food.
for the food, or like for the free whatever. It's like,
So here's the thing.
Now, granted, me personally, I'm gonna pay for it, and I'm gonna never talk to her again.
Yeah.
But I could see why nowadays, more people are being towards the fact where like, well, no, pay for your own shit if that's what it's gonna be.
Pay for it and then request $15 afterwards.
To me, if I invite you out and I'm dedicating this time to you, of my time,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to
Try to win you over.
I'm not. Because if I just say fuck it and just see that you're really not feeling it at first, I'm gonna try to do whatever I can.
Yeah.
To make you more comfortable, to make you have a good time. Because if I just say, like I said, fuck it in the beginning, that's just a waste of my time as well.
Yeah.
I'm just wasting both
Time
of our
and money.
times.
Time and money.
Yeah, time and money. I'm just wasting both of that because
That equals what?
women. No, I saw that too, but. I would continue unless she just really gives me the.
It's very obvious that
it's
it's
very
not gonna
obvious.
go anywhere.
Obviously, I'm not going to push anything on her to make her uncomfortable. But
Yeah.
I would try to make her more comfortable. I would try to,
like if the conversations are fucking dead and you're trying and it's you're
if
getting.
she's giving you one word answers. Then,
Yeah.
Or
I'd
fine.
probably call her an Uber. Get out. Like,
Yeah,
I don't even know why you
like
agreed to
let's
this.
stop wasting each other's time.
Yeah, you clearly don't want to be here. Let's just
Yeah.
Who does that? Who does all that just to be like, I don't feel like going?
I want to say that happened to me one time. I can't,
Really?
Yeah, I want to say that I went out with a chick and it was just not happening.
Well, and that's the thing. So it can be a miss, right?
Yeah.
But even if it's a miss, it's still one of those things where it's like if they at least offer to pay, it's a nice gesture.
Yeah.
Did you how far into the dinner were you? Like when you found out she was like, oh, like she's not into it at all. Like good ways in, or is it like?
Well, actually, later in the night, we did get to a point to where we were actually having a good time.
Okay.
But at first, I could definitely tell.
Like first hour.
Yeah, probably first 30, 45 minutes.
Oh, that's the like.
That's the feel out.
Yeah.
But she
What do
even
you like to
she
do?
even admitted to me later in the night that she was saying, I just kind of came here just to meme a little bit, to kind of fuck around.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, I hope you cut that off immediately.
I mean, this
after.
has been years, but
Okay.
But yeah, she was saying I just basically came out here to like joke around at first, and then you seemed really really nice, and
I just came here to talk shit about you to my friends in our group chat.
Yeah, I came here to get a story to go back. And
I mean, because
you would never believe it.
I think it was a Tinder. I think it was a Tinder date.
Ugh.
So, but I actually
Respect to anybody who found their love of their life on there, but ugh.
I did have a
shout
good
out.
time with her, but she got way too much too fast. Way too much too fast. Because how it ended, I was staying the night or whatever, and nothing like that happened. But we were laying there. I was trying to go to sleep, and she just starts saying all these things like, "I'm gonna be here for you. You're such a good-hearted person."
Whoa.
Was she drunk?
No.
Okay.
But and I know that sounds really sweet, but she just kept.
No. I've literally just met you.
Yeah.
Like,
First date, right?
Let's tone it back a little bit.
Yeah, she was saying all that, like, I'm gonna be here for you. Don't worry, I'm not gonna leave. And I was like, ugh.
I was like, well, I wasn't thinking that because.
Now I'm thinking.
But now I'm like,
Maybe
what
this
have you been through
Yeah.
that you feel like you need to say this right
Yeah,
now?
This might have been the second time we hung out, but still, I came home and talked to you about
I
it.
think you did.
Yeah.
I know exactly what. Yes, you did. I know exactly what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
Yeah. Dodge a bullet on that one.
Yeah, and I was like,
No, thank you.
yeah, I was like, oh man, that sucks that you said all that because you were really cool.
Well, so yeah, I don't know. I definitely think. Oh, hey, go ahead, man.
My fault.
It would be like if a girl was hanging out with a guy and he basically was like, oh, I love you. She didn't say that, but it was just
I mean, it's,
to the point of freaking the girl out.
yeah.
Let's get married. Just kidding. Just kidding. Let's buy a house together.
I'm gonna put a baby in you.
I traveled 1,000 miles to plant my seed. Lumberjack.
Classic.
No, I definitely. I definitely, just the way I was raised, I'm gonna pay, especially first couple of dates.
Yeah.
But the gesture of at least offering is very nice, and it gives me a good sense of character and like where we're at. Because if you're not like if you show up and you're not even like trying to offer or anything like that, I can just kind of assume, depending on how conversation goes and things like that. Of course, you're probably just there for a quick meal and that's it.
You gotta let her know, baby. I ain't in that 2% club. That 2%, you gonna have to help a little.
So
You're goddamn right.
I generally think if the guy's comfortable with just paying, then pay. But I do think a 50-50 is probably really nice because it shows that, like you both want to be there and you're willing to sacrifice the time and the money to be there.
Have you ever done 50-50?
Fuck no.
Okay, I was about to say, if you broke.
But see, so
the problem to me is guys expecting women to pay the bill now.
I don't. Is that
what?
thing?
That's a thing?
I mean, it's becoming one.
Whoa. And you know what the other problem is also, which is why I think more girls should probably start to pay, is I've seen a lot of girls talk about it on TikTok and stuff where since the guy pays, he's expecting something out of it.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
That's fucked up too. That's fucked up
If I pay for this $45 Olive Garden meal, are you gonna throw that thing back at the house?
If you expect a chick to sleep with you because you paid for dinner, you're a fucking loser.
You're a piece
Oh,
of
you're a
shit.
loser. Piece of shit.
You're a loser.
And
Nothing else.
And I'm sorry that it's worked before.
Yeah, because I'm sure it has.
What girl has felt? I ain't gonna disrespect no females that want to give it up like that. But I'm just saying, if I ain't gonna say it. Never mind. No, I ain't gonna say it. But yes.
No.
If you're giving it up for a $45
Yes!
damn!
Who else you gonna get up for?
Damn!
That's what
At
I was
least go to
gonna say,
like
but I
Ruth
didn't wanna say
Chris
it.
or some shit like that.
Nah, have some damn respect for yourself.
Yes! I didn't want to say that, but
Preach!
yes.
Nah, I don't know. Because
if he
if a chick bought me a $45 dinner and expected things, I'd be like, hell no! This shit ain't free.
Hold on. Matter of fact, hold on now.
Wait. There's some bitches throwing it back for some Culvers now. Like, you Five Guys? All right, come
Shit,
on.
they going for the
First
dollar
date?
menu.
First
Damn.
date? Nah, I'm never sleeping with a chick on a first date.
Hey, that was a left to right-handed dab. I will never forget that. You just did to me.
It was nice, right?
No,
Oh!
you fucker. All right,
Just broke
forgot it.
My
cardinal
right
rule.
hand's all sweaty.
It was a little moist.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. My take on the sleeping with someone is a little bit different, I think, because it's all about feel. It
could be.
That's me. If I'm going out to a bar, bringing someone home, not necessarily.
Wait, isn't this your first date with the?
No.
Bring that up? Okay.
No.
I know. I was
No,
about to say.
but exactly
talk.
to that point.
No,
you know?
going to a bar, bringing someone home, not necessarily, because drunk conversations are very different.
A little different.
But like if if I'm asking you out on a date, I've probably talked to you before. So I already at least have somewhat of an idea, and I just want to see where this goes.
Yeah.
And then if we have a lot in common, all this kind of stuff like that, and I'm really enjoying the company, I could see myself letting it happen. But at the same time, like, it's not ideal, I guess.
I just don't think you know the person well enough after that amount of time.
I don't think
Because how many times have you talked to a chick, and then after a few weeks,
Oh boy, let me tell you.
stuff starts creeping out?
Let me tell you.
And that's exactly and it's the same thing, with women talking to dudes.
Yeah.
They seem really nice at first, but then they don't sleep with them for a couple weeks. And they're like, "What the fuck?" They start.
Yeah.
That douchebag starts coming
and
out.
that's what girls should do. They should make them wait.
Yes,
you should make them wait.
1,000. I will tell.
And this is coming from a guy who would do it on the first date.
I will tell any
Make 'em
female
wait.
on this planet if they're having guy troubles, stop sleeping with them quickly. I promise you.
See how they act.
I promise you will weed out so many fucking douchebags.
Give them a month.
Give it a month. I promise you.
Give it a month.
And if in 3 weeks, let's say you say, "Oh, I have a month rule," and 3.5 weeks in, you're like, "Oh, this guy's really cool." Then it's your body. By all means, do with what you want. But I guarantee you, if you're having guy troubles and you're a woman, make them wait.
Make them wait.
I promise you, I would say 99% of douchebags will not.
They're gonna be gone by
Yeah.
2 weeks in.
If you get a really dedicated douchebag, then that sucks. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
that
but-
motherfucker,
Dedicated douchebag.
what that is, that motherfucker was just down bad.
yeah.
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 You caught someone that was just down bad, and for some reason he was able to hook, line, and sinker you.
And that's when you just need to look at yourself in the
That's
mirror.
when you got to start
Damn.
choosing a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you know, I believe in go to places to where you like doing stuff. You know, if you like playing golf, or you know, if you like pottery, you know, just anything.
Stop trying to meet people to fall in love with at the bar.
Yes.
Stop
go,
trying to do that.
Go to
Stop trying to do
go
that.
to activities.
Hey, listen. Number one
Yeah,
culprit right
that's
here.
what I said,
Number one culprit. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
It don't end well.
It doesn't, you know, and can it possibly? But most guys, and honestly, most girls. No, I'm not gonna say most girls, but most guys at the bar now, they're either there for, you know, that particularly, or they're just hanging out with their boys. If there's a group of 4 dudes, 3 of them there are trying to sleep with a chick that night,
100%.
and one of them's like, no.
No.
Yeah. So
3 of them are there trying to sleep with one of them, and one of them is there going, all right, guys, I got to go back to the love of my life.
exactly.
Damn.
I'm happy, so y'all have fun.
Yeah.
Y'all do y'all thing.
He's just there. He's there to drive them there and take them home if their endeavors fail.
Yeah. If a chick walks up to me and she's like, "Oh, you know, I'm just having so many guy problems," I'm like, "Well, where are you meeting these guys?" And she says the bar. I'm like, "Oh, that's your first
Bingo.
fucking problem."
Bars, clubs, like, come on. You know why dudes are there.
Yeah.
They're there to pick up chicks.
They trying to fuck.
Or even if they're not there to pick up chicks, they're getting drunk. So what happens when you get drunk? You get fucking horny, you know?
You make mistakes.
Yeah. So
What kind of mistakes we talking?
All of them.
so many.
So many mistakes.
All the mistakes.
Respectfully, mistakes.
That's why I was sober, my boy. God damn. Alcohol's the devil.
Yeah, me
Talk to
too.
me.
Yeah.
Yes, you sip on that angry orchard.
You know what? I'm
angry.
about, you know, I'm about to, it's going to die right as I'm saying this, which is going to piss me off. This motherfucker don't offer me a Rona. He said, would you drink an Angry Orchard? Every time he just wants me to give me the shit in his fridge. He just doesn't want to drink.
Man, that's crazy. Getting on to somebody
Oh!
for not offering their hard-earned beer to you.
Whoa. No. Let's dial this back.
Dial it back.
Donate some of your fucking money to him right
yeah,
now.
right.
I have no problem drinking this, and I gladly will with a smile on my
Right,
face.
right.
Don't try to clown me for it after this is
Whoa!
what you offered me.
I'm just saying you're
Wait,
drinking
you're drinking Angry Orchard?
What a loser! See, when you start trying to clown.
No, I was just saying, as you said you're not, you know? You said, yeah, I'm sober too.
That's
As you drink an Angry Orchard.
Yeah,
I was just narrating.
No. You said as you drink an Angry
No, I'm just
Orchard.
narrating.
Yeah, listen to the tone. The tone.
Listen to
I
the
heard the
words.
words, but I heard the tone.
Ask him for this man's drink of choice
No,
after he
I
gets
didn't.
off
I didn't
work.
ask.
Insanity.
I didn't ask at all. I just pointed out that this is what I was offered.
That is true.
I did offer him that, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
What you feeling?
Because this man said to the Corona bottle, after he said, "You're drinking an Angry Orchard," with a happy dad.
There we
And
go.
our full sand flag and our full sand tattoos on our legs.
We
But,
do have that.
Yeah, on the topic of, you know, kind of, I would say we were on the topic of sex a little bit.
Whoa.
Oh, I know what we're getting into. Okay.
Yeah. So recently you've decided to kind of cut out a certain thing that you were
Corn.
Corn.
Yeah, you decided to cut out corn. How does that make you feel?
Well, considering today's gonna be day one,
Oh,
this is a newfound. No. Well, today's the day I made a decision, but it's been a couple days since.
This is fresh.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, this is.
I thought you were like a week deep.
I mean, I might be
Maybe
like
2
4
weeks.
days, but today's I made the decision not to.
27 minutes, but who's counting?
But no, I don't know, man. I feel like it might be good for the mental. I've seen a lot of people talk about, their dedication to it, or not dedication to it, but they just notice changes within themselves, actually having like a higher sex drive and things like that
with quitting.
from cutting it out, just mental clarity, all this kind of stuff like that, and I don't know. I feel like I need to because it was getting to the point where I would just be bored,
Yeah.
and I was like, I got time.
There's
And that's not good.
no, it's not. And not saying you would have, but people get addicted to that. It is a thing. People get to the point where they're in public and they have the urge.
Yeah.
To
I think
watch
Eddie Murphy was addicted to it. He's
Really?
like open about it. I
Yeah.
want to say it was
Wow.
Eddie Murphy.
porn
Yeah.
addiction. That shit's real, man. People get the urge in public, and they stop wanting to having sex with people.
That's crazy.
And
Why'd you do
No,
that to
I'm
me?
I'm just talking with my hands, but like it's not good. Watching other people fuck is not a good thing.
You cuck.
Yeah, it's just it's not. It's not natural. It's not what.
What if you just watch a solo? Does that count?
That might be worse.
What do you mean?
Like a solo, like she's just
Like a dude just jerking off.
I knew it.
No, like she's just playing around, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna watch you play around while I play around.
Is this why you watch the hot tub stream? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Connor definitely doesn't watch those.
I'm gonna be honest.
Anymore.
This was 4 days ago.
I feel like that would be a little stranger, but that's just me. But
Not saying I did that. I was just throwing it as a
oh
perspective.
yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. No, but no, I agree. I think cutting it out is definitely a good idea because it's just like I said. We get that instant what's it called, dopamine.
Yeah.
Like we just have so much, we just get stimulated by everything now, and then
Overly stimulated.
yeah, and that just takes away from realness.
I mean, that's the other thing. Like being in the situation that's arising for me right now.
Mhm.
I don't want that to take away from
For sure,
the aspect.
you absolutely would want to rather do that
Yeah.
than the other, but
And I think that's the other thing. So, like, not only am I going to cut out that, I'm going to
Yeah.
cut out the actual act itself, I think, as well. Because
Yeah.
if I'm going to be more in a situation where I'm doing that, I shouldn't feel the need or want to.
Yeah.
And I, just
Yeah, if you
want
have
to
a-
be more ready for that person
there you
instead
go.
of,
if you have a healthy sex life, you really shouldn't have to. I
Yeah.
mean, you shouldn't. Maybe every now and then.
There's sometimes like if you're having a bad day, like you can see why, but like if you're like with your person, yeah, you don't need to.
Yeah, you shouldn't. No, because it gets to the point to where
You're not interested in
yeah,
that as
you're-
much.
yeah, and then you get to where you're too tired or you just don't feel like it anymore because
Yep.
you're jerking off all the time, and then it's
Oh,
taken
God.
away from their needs as well. Because let's say you're jerking off 3 to 4 times a week.
God damn, son.
God.
I'm just putting
Damn.
numbers out there. Okay, let's say 3 times a week. All right, 7 days you're jerking off 3 out of the week, and you're having sex with your girlfriend
0.
Damn.
two times a week.
That's probably, dog, if you're jerking off 3 times a week, you're probably only having sex once.
Yeah.
Personally speaking.
I was saying.
Personally speaking.
But with that being said, jerking off all the time, your sex drive's going down. So then,
And I think it's I
that
legitimately
that
think
one
that's what I've noticed.
could be 4 throughout the week,
And
if you were in a really healthy, new relationship.
Yeah, and I think that's what I noticed, and I think it's one of the reasons why I've kind of had this like, I think I'm gonna cut that out, just because obviously, had my situation and stuff like that, and it was great. It was a great time. But like, I don't know. There was a certain moment after where I was like, I'd like to go again. But we just ain't there,
Yeah.
and I genuinely think
Yeah.
it's because of the fact that like I just jerk off too much, so
Yeah.
I just gotta cut that out
Well, I
to be weirdly open about it, I guess.
Well, I think it does lower your testosterone doing that a lot.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. Like especially if you're working out,
Mhm.
you're not supposed to. I mean, obviously you have sex, like you're losing testosterone there, but like like doing your thing like 4 times a week by your lonesome, and it's bad for you. Like if you're working out, you're supposed to keep that within you. So
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm not gaining.
some
ass.
people are like, don't do it, it's better for your mental and all that. I don't
Like
like.
Tyson never jerked off.
I mean, I like to work out. I like to feel. I don't know how to put this without sounding weird, but it's just like
You like to feel it within
I
you.
agree with not doing it by yourself.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
agree
for
with that.
sure.
Without making it sound weird.
Well, no, I actually saw a study on a guy's podcast talking about porn addiction and how bad it is for our brains. He was saying after a certain amount of days, you get a massive natural, or these guys that were trying this, that weren't jerking off while they were working out, they were getting a natural spike of testosterone in like 5 to 7 days. They were getting like a big spike
Really?
in natural testosterone. And then it would, go down, and then they would kind of restart the process. But, as a group of, as the gender men right now, we're realizing that our testosterone is getting lower, lower and lower.
There's a whole book about it.
Yeah, like 40 years ago, it was way higher.
All right, so we're back. Had to switch on the battery in the camera. That way you guys could see us for the whole podcast this time.
A little break in the action.
So the question I have to kind of like tie in with this, and we can immediately stop talking after this. Do you feel like you might have started your jerk off process at too young of an age?
Ooh.
Do you think that could tie into like lasting effects to when you're older in situations that?
It's a good question.
What do you mean lasting effects?
Issues you might have, I guess you could say.
What kind of issues?
Like erectile dysfunction?
Like, yeah. So like, not that specifically, but I feel like possibly.
I mean,
Or just more where you're just like, I would just rather jerk off anyways.
Whoa.
Like shit like that.
If you get to that point, that sucks.
Well, I'm saying like, what if if you started too soon, if that would cause like a pretty much a domino effect to get to that point for you. I wonder if that's possible.
Because I feel like it would get to the point to where you don't even think about it. You just, you're just like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna jerk off real quick.
Yeah.
Just because it becomes second nature to you, and then that's where the addiction kind of pops.
Like how you can have like a quickie with your chick before you go out to like dinner.
Yeah.
You just like I'm just gonna fucking jerk it real quick.
Sad. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so sad.
It's so sad. It's not true at all.
I was kidding, guys. Come on.
But no, I don't think I did. I actually, I don't know. I remember not getting teased, but I remember like my guy friends saying,
Whoa!
I thought the same thing. What are you about to say?
No. I remember them be like, "You haven't like jerked off yet."
Oh, okay.
God damn, let me finish.
Holy shit!
No.
I'm cutting it right there.
No, but I remember them kind of making fun of me because I hadn't yet. Because they thought it.
Was
they thought
I one of those guy friends?
You were definitely.
I definitely was one of those guy friends.
Yeah.
You ain't beat up yet. Let's
Really?
go fucking beat up.
They were like, "Dude, why haven't you done it yet?" I'm like, "I don't know. I think it's weird. I don't know."
You should have just. I should have listened and been like, "That is fucking weird. Let me stop doing that."
Yeah, dude. Jesus Christ. But yeah,
All right.
Maybe we should change that.
that's
let's
peer
get on
pressure.
this.
Yeah, I was just getting teased, dude. By all my
By all your guy friends.
homies.
Oh my guy friend.
Stop it.
Stop it, please. What do you want to get into next? We got a little
God,
list
I don't
here.
even know after that topic, dude.
What time is it?
Talk about Tua?
Well,
Right after getting jerked off?
That's pretty.
what the fuck? What are you about to say, Gardner?
I mean, we can jump into our like playoff predictions and stuff like that.
Yeah. Because my Tua. I
was gonna say it's
ties
gonna tie into that
for sure.
We can start off with a quick update though before we get too far into that. So with DeMar Hamlin,
Yeah.
He actually just got released from the hospital, so he's back with his family in Buffalo, and he seems to have everything. Seems to be good. Seems to be in good health, good spirits, and all that stuff like that. So I mean, whenever their last game when Hines ran back the kickoff, he was like fucking jumping up and down. They said he set off every alarm in the ICU or whatever. So that's really good to hear that he's on a good path to recovery and back home.
No, absolutely. It's
Perfect time for playoff season for them. That's gonna boost their fucking spirits and shit like that.
I'm sorry, but they got some extra motivation to go out there and
They got an easy game this week. Is what you mean
Oh
to say.
yeah.
Teddy Two Gloves.
I hope.
No, he's not even playing. I don't think.
Is he hurt?
He he dislocated his pinky. He was throwing the ball yesterday. They have him throw 20-yard passes, but they're planning on Skylar Thompson. They doubt Teddy Bridgewater can go. I think it's Skylar Thompson, but
God
Back to Damar Hamlin. I don't know. I want to see him play again. Just like that'd be so good. I don't think he'll ever play again.
You don't think he'll play again?
No.
After that, dude, it'd be
No.
a tough talk with your family.
It's just about the team letting you go on the field like
Yeah.
that. Like I don't know if y'all remember Ricardo Lockett.
Mm-hmm.
Lockett, what the fuck you gonna say?
I do not.
He played for the Seahawks.
Uh-huh.
He got hit on a punt return, fucked up a vertebrae in his neck. Well, he was legally, or I guess medically, cleared to go back and play, but no team would let him.
Yeah.
Like no team would let him go on the field for them.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
it's like one of the things. Like I don't know if they let Damar Hamlin. Like he could pass every physical there ever is, but it's just like
I
Yeah.
think
You know?
I think if they don't allow him to play, he's still gonna be a part of the team
I think
in
so.
some kind of aspect.
Yeah, I think it'll be like a Shazier type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, where he'll always be associated with them.
Mhm.
You know, he'll probably, get to walk out certain
Well, because
tunnels.
they changed his contract, like because I know we talked
They
about
paid
it
it
on the
out,
last
paid it out
one.
in full.
Yeah, which power to them. That's
Yeah.
great. That's
No,
fantastic.
Fucking if they did it, oh my god.
Yeah, I think that's also like the other side of it. It's like, did they do it because they care, or did they do it because
outrage.
if they didn't? But I generally do think the Buffalo Bills really do care about care about
Not
the
to
guy.
be like a dick, but do you think if he had like a massive contract, they would have built it out?
They probably would have paid it in spurts, not just.
Like maybe just all the guaranteed money.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
what if he had like Deshaun Watson, like 200?
Oh, with like a clause. Oh, I
Like
see what you're saying.
250
Like Russell Wilson.
Like a
that happens to
$245
Russell Wilson.
million
yeah,
dollar-
you know what I'm saying. If that happens like Russell Wilson, that gets paid out just because it's a vet. But
Yeah.
like Damar Hamlin, that's I
Yeah.
mean his
Yeah.
contract was
800 something, right?
it was 800,000
With a $200,000 bonus.
Yeah, I want to say.
Did they pay out the bonus as well?
They paid, yeah.
Yeah,
Everything
full
was
contract.
Oh,
insured.
good,
Yeah,
good,
it was
good.
good. I'm glad. I'm not trying to be a dick. Like, oh, well, they paid if it was this much, but I doubt they.
I would doubt they would pay out $245 million
Yeah, that's what I'm
straight.
saying. I doubt that, but I mean,
I mean,
I don't know.
can you afford that? I mean,
The
Jesus.
NFL can, without a doubt, afford that.
Yeah, that's true.
That would be
Dumb
on
question.
Robert Kraft at that point to be like, hey, man, step the fuck up.
Yeah, but at that point, like I said, I don't think they would need to pay the whole thing. You know, I think they would do like kind of how Matt Rule just got fired. Head
And
coach.
then
They're
Well,
slowly paying a salary.
yeah, and that's because the coaches are guaranteed. Like,
Yeah.
no matter what, they're
Yeah.
guaranteed. So they'll never do an outright for a coach. It'll always just be
Yeah.
because you can get fucking hired for a day, get fucking canned the next day, and then that money that was offered to you, I'm pretty sure.
Heck it.
They have incentives, right? Like everyone does.
Yeah.
Everyone has incentives. Like, hey, you get to the playoffs, we get this much. Like Cliff Kingsbury,
Mhm.
his contract just got paid out. His extension.
Yeah.
It wasn't all guaranteed.
That's another wild one that just happened.
I don't agree with him firing him.
I don't.
His team is
either.
fucking injured.
The dude sucks.
The dude's ass.
The dude's ass.
No, I
His quarterback needs to step the fuck up if they're gonna fire a head coach like that.
Well, you give this guy an extension because he shows you that he has his team in the right direction. He has a good offense. Cliff Kingsbury is a great fucking offensive minded coach. You fire him because you missed the playoffs. Your team is ass right this season.
Well, you're
So
missing
many
D-Hop
fucking injuries, bro.
for 7 games. Kyler goes
Kyler's
down.
out. Yep.
How long did Kyle even play for? Remember, he had a hamstring and missed 3 games.
Dude, I'd be surprised if he played 7 games this year.
And then he played in 6 of the weeks he had no D Hop, where Marquise Brown is his wide receiver 1. And can
And
you
then
name his wide receiver
Marquise
2?
Brown got
And he
hurt.
was hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, he got hurt when
for the rest of the year.
yeah, when D Hop came
Rondé
back.
Moore, I'm pretty sure he was
Rondale
hurt.
Moore is your
He was hurt for like the
fucking
first
second
4 weeks.
receiver after Marquise Brown. It's just you don't give the guy a chance.
Yeah, Zach Ertz, but he got hurt.
They're talking about Cannon Sean McVay too.
I don't know if
I
they
think
will.
he's leaving.
He wanted to leave. He was talking about leaving last year.
Yeah, I think he's ready to go because there's no future. I mean, it's literally you have no picks. You traded everything away to get Ramsey and and Matt Stat. Like you have basically nothing to go on, you know. So I think McVay is probably gonna just say, I just want a Super Bowl. I don't want to be here for the rebuild.
Dude, get him up in the booth.
Put him in.
Do you think?
Put him in the Broncos.
Ooh. Do you think if like everyone doesn't get injured, they're that bad though?
The Rams?
Yeah.
No.
Their offensive line to begin with was horrific.
It was.
I think they probably would have been around a 500 team
Yeah,
regardless.
that's what I think. 500.
I
But
think they would have slightly been above that.
I don't-
maybe, but it's Allen Robinson didn't really seem to work out this year. Whitworth retiring was a big.
Yeah, his old ass.
Yeah,
That's
but you
true.
know,
That's
they literally could not throw the ball. They had no time. They couldn't run all year.
I don't think they'd compete in the NFC West.
No.
It's weird to
I
say
think they
it's
would
a
have been
hard
a-
division, but Geno
So
Smith.
They would have
all
been like
so
a
speaking
Tampa
of that,
Bay
let's
team.
dive into our playoff predictions because I don't know. I think there's a team that's getting slept on right now that I think is going to surprise everybody. But I'll let y'all go through. What you got.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Fuck no.
Jaguars are beating the Chargers.
You think they're beating the
I
Chargers?
think they're beating the Chargers.
I don't think they're beating the Chargers.
Yeah,
It's baby
the
goat
Jaguars
versus
already
baby
beat them
goat.
once this year.
I don't. If it happens, that's great. I'd love to see it, but at the same time, I just don't see it happening.
It's first time quarterbacks, so we'll see how they.
I want to see Herbert.
I like Justin Herbert.
I like
I'm
Justin
a huge
Herbert,
Justin
man.
Herbert fan, and I think the Chargers have way better weapons. Their defense has underperformed. The Jaguars' defense has played fucking fantastic. The past 3 weeks, they're number one in all defensive
T-Law's
rankings.
been
Their
doing
whole
his thing.
team past 8
Yeah,
weeks
T-Law.
really they've been really good.
Besides like last game, I would say like he did okay last game. Did throw an interception, had one touchdown pass. I think.
Yeah, but you're playing like in that case, it's like your division rival. Division rival games are always tough, right?
Yeah.
You know
of
what I'm saying?
course.
So like you're playing against Josh fucking Dobbs without. They had Derrick Henry. Who they not have? They're Treylon Burks played. They missed someone else big. I forgot who it was. I'm trying to remember, but they had Josh Dobbs, and he did shitty like we all thought he would. But like you expect the Jags to blow them out.
Yeah.
They had to get a defensive touchdown to win the game.
To win, yeah.
Like T-Law was gonna lose that game.
Probably.
But it's
Well,
one of those
it's like-
it's one of those rival games. It's
And
like
exactly. that's what
it's
I'm
like
saying.
fucking Florida or Florida State could be fucking phenomenal, and the other one could be absolute dog shit. But then when they play each other, it's gonna be a fucking nail biter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you see us, for an example. We play the Bills always good. We beat them once, and then we outplayed them in Buffalo, but they hit that game-winning field goal.
Yeah.
But Tua did his thing in that game. But
Yeah.
it's just a close game. The Bills are obviously a better team.
Mm-hmm.
Way more defensively sound. It's just a close game because your division, you know each other so well.
Really, just defensively, they're better. I wouldn't even say offensively.
No, I think besides Josh Allen, we kill them on offense or offensively.
So-
but they got a better line than
To
us,
go
I
down
think.
to go down the line. So let's start with NFC. Who you got for the games?
So NFC, the first game, obviously 49ers and Seahawks. We're all going 49ers, right?
Bloodshed.
49ers.
I would take the points on that. The points
I
is
w-
only like 9.
I wouldn't be shocked if it's Georgia and TCU score. Honest to God. Which I want to talk about that later too.
We
but-
will. Yeah, we can.
And then after we all got 49ers.
Yeah.
Then you got the Monday night Cowboys and Bucks.
Going Bucks.
I say Bucks.
Going
I
Bucks.
do too.
Wait, hold on. I want to say Bucks because
Brady's
Cowboys.
undefeated against the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, come
The
on.
Cowboys shit
But-
the bed every year in playoffs.
Yeah, well, and Dak
look-
has not been playing that good.
And look at what he just did last week.
The only reason I give the Cowboys, I don't know
Bucks
if I can
defense
pick
is
the Cowboys.
shit.
Cowboys defense is fucking
It's
insane.
good. It's good. It's very good.
Cowboys defense is that's what keeps them in all these games.
I wouldn't say insane anymore. First
To
7
start the season,
first 7
they very
games,
well-
yeah,
they
they were
gave up
crazy.
37 the other game against when Dak had scored 45 to win. I forgot who they played.
Well, they gave up a
since
bunch
Dak
to
has been
Philly,
back-
and then the next week was
It
when
might
they
have been Philly.
Well, no, because they gave up a bunch to Philly, won 42 to 41, or so, it was
Well,
it was in
after
the
Philly,
40s.
they played
And
the
then it was
Cowboys.
the next game.
Well, Jacksonville too. They 39 to 36, I think. the score
Was that the?
right?
I think that might be the game that you're
Right?
talking about.
That might be it.
Because it was. I
'Cause
know.
Dak threw a pick.
Dak threw the pick.
Yeah,
right
because
at
I
the
know
end.
after Philly there was another game where it was a high scoring one.
Philly was a high scoring game. Yeah.
No, it was so Philly was high scoring, and then the next game was high scoring for
Oh.
them as well.
Well, they lost to Jacksonville.
They lost to
and then
Jacksonville.
Played.
That's why.
Right?
Maybe I'm remembering it weird, but I remember
I
there's
thought it
they
was.
had 2 back-to-back high-scoring games against them.
Yeah.
It was. They played on
I know
Christmas
they-
Eve.
I know they won
played.
against Philly.
Yeah.
But dude, they always shit the bed in the playoffs,
I don't know.
and it's Tom fucking Brady
Yep.
in the playoffs. You can't. I can't.
Playoff goat, dude.
I can't
And-
doubt him out.
And Michael
Or I
Parsons.
can't doubt him.
Really, since Michael Parsons' second half of the season hasn't been nothing great.
Special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been kind of average. And it's so. And in my opinion, so is their defense the last half of the year since Dak has come back.
Oh, okay, so that is what it is. Sorry to
Yeah.
cut you off. So Cowboys and Jaguars. Jags won 40 to 34. and then
they played Eagles.
Then they played the Eagles, and
Yeah.
they won. What the fuck? They
Yeah.
won 40-34.
Yeah.
Those two high
they
scoring
beat
games,
the
and then they
Eagles.
played the
Tournament
Cowboys
shoot.
right after.
And they played the Titans, and they won 27-13.
Or yeah, I mean the Cowboys played Titans.
Oh, and
It
then
was a
they
game.
lost to
Derek
the
Stout.
Commanders 26-6.
And Dak started that game. Oh, also, are we not
Their
gonna
whole team started.
Are we not gonna say Are we not gonna say the Chargers? This is why I picked. I guess we'll go to AFC in a minute. I'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, I feel like we're all going Bucks. And then
I'm going Bucks. So we got
the next game is the Vikings and the Giants.
now that one.
It's Vikings.
I'm going Vikings.
The Vikings are gonna sell at some point in the postseason, but not against the Giants.
You don't think so?
I would be shocked if they lose to Danny Dimes, dude. I just
Danny Dimes been hooping.
he has.
He's been playing great all season. He's
But
played well.
I just don't. I think if it becomes a shootout, which I think it will be, I think it'll be kind of a
Kirk Cousins is pulling that out just because him and JJ.
The only thing, Kirk Cousins is not playing at 1 p.m. And I'm a firm believer in the new nightmare. So if he's not playing at 1,
Oh, he's fine.
Kirk Cochane.
no, if he's not playing at 1, he's ass.
Oh, it's the opposite. Okay. I
Yeah,
thought it
because
was
Kirk changes 1 p.m. Anything other than 1 p.m.
Oh, so
bro,
any prime time he's fucking
prime time, even
ass.
4
Yeah.
o'clock. 4 o'clock is when him and Justin Jefferson combined for.
What
Shitty numbers.
time was the Colts game?
It was
That was a Saturday. That was a Saturday at 1.
Was it 1 o'clock?
Yeah, that was when he came 33-0.
Yeah.
Oh, and they came back.
Yeah,
Greatest
it was
quarter-
1 o'clock
Greatest
Saturday.
1 o'clock quarterback of all time.
Talk about an up and down.
And then so that's NFC games.
Yeah.
So we all got Vikings. We
I
all
just-
got.
they just got too much offense.
Yeah.
That's
Way
my
too
opinion.
much.
They
Kevin
got Dalvin
O'Connell.
Cook, Justin Jefferson. I mean,
And then so we all got Vikings, Cowboys, and we all got the
49ers.
No, I'm sorry, Bucks. My bad, Bucks. I'm sorry. And the 49ers.
We got Bucks, 49ers, Vikings.
And then AFC. Let's start off with the Chargers and the Jags. I love this matchup. This is one of my favorite matchups.
I think this is going to be one of the better first round games.
I agree.
Yeah.
One of the closer. It might not be super high scoring, but it's going to be very close.
Yeah. I think
It's going to be a very defensive game.
I got to
feel
go with the Jags. The line is super close, so it's going to be a good game.
I got to go with the Jags. Justin Herbert, he's not. I'm not saying he's bad by any means, but he's also not the most.
How did I put this? He has an arm on him.
Justin Herbert, I think, is a top 6 quarterback, 5 or 6 quarterback. I don't know. We're gonna see him in a playoff atmosphere against a really good defense.
Yeah.
Who the defense has really good pressure.
he hasn't taken a step forward like I thought he would this year.
So this.
I mean, granted, he's had a lot of injuries, so I'll give him the pass. But it kind of seems like his rookie year, and since then, he's kind of just not. You know what I mean? He hasn't
I agree.
ascended.
So, and I'm not trying to up talk Tua. I'm just saying Tua played 13 games. He has 25 touchdowns. Justin Herbert's played 17 games and has 25 touchdowns.
Yeah, he hasn't.
I'm not saying Tua's better. I'm just saying
I expect Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
17 games have not way more, but maybe 31.
No, he's definitely had a few games this year where I look, and I hate just looking at stats.
Yeah,
but,
because
you know it doesn't
Yeah.
tell
It
the
doesn't,
whole story.
yeah, it doesn't paint
It
the whole
really
But
picture.
you look at his stats, and he's got 278 yards and 1 touchdown, and then you look at Austin Eckler, and he's got fucking 3 touchdowns. So
Check
it's-
down merchant.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're winning, see, it looked bad when they were like 6-6. and they were
Winning
500.
solves everything,
Yeah,
bro.
and they were 500. Everyone's like,
Yeah.
"Oh man, Justin Herbert, social media quarterback," and then they started winning, and that kind of dissipated.
That
but
one dude's still on about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talking about Manuel Ocho?
I'm gonna stick.
Clown.
I'm gonna stick.
No, that dude, he's a smart guy.
Clown.
I like him.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I
He
think.
said he likes Justin
I
Herbert.
think Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler. That's just a lot of offense to stop.
It's a lot.
Defense.
It's a lot to do.
It-
See, and that was going to be my point. Was like, if you got Austin Eckler putting up 2 to 3 touchdowns a game, that's enough to have a win.
Yeah.
If your defense, if you're putting up 21 points, you should be able to win that
I don't
game.
know if they averaged 21 points.
I thought them getting Khalil Mack would have.
J.C. Jackson, bro.
Yeah.
J.C. Jackson at corner. I thought that was
Yeah.
the best, top 3 corner last year for sure.
And
He
who's
don't
their
do shit.
safety? I can't remember his name.
Talking about Derwin?
Yeah,
Talking about first team All Pro Derwin James?
that's what I mean. Like they have
Yeah.
people
No, I think their defense has let them down a lot this season.
for sure.
Bro, Khalil Mack, Derwin James, J.C. Jackson, and Asante Samuel.
Yeah.
How the fuck?
That should be
That's what I mean.
top 5, top 3.
I thought they were gonna have like a Broncos defense this year.
Mhm.
You know, like damn good. Because look, the Broncos could have been the best team of the year if they could have just scored.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm going with the Chargers.
Yeah. So, Jags, 2 Chargers.
Yeah,
Yep.
I just think defensively, it's not going to be that high of a scoring game as we think. I think it will be a shootout, but then I think it's going to settle down. I think Travis Etienne is going to have 130 rushing, and he's going to have 1 touchdown, but it's not going to be.
I don't know. I'm
Big game for
thinking.
Trevor
I'm thinking.
Lawrence.
I'm thinking. Austin Eckler's got 2, and Mike Williams or Keenan Allen at least has 1. Not a piece, at like 1.
Has Keenan Allen's been in the playoffs before, right? With Phillip?
Phillip, yeah. Once.
So he's at least got somewhat experience.
Yeah.
It's just everything's so
That's what I
different.
mean.
in the
Everyone's
playoffs.
just-
It's very different in the
Everyone's
playoffs.
just new to the playoffs. That's what
Yeah.
I mean. So we don't really know how everyone's gonna react.
That's true.
'Cause, I mean, is there anybody on those teams that
Not really.
I can't think of one? I mean, Khalil Mack.
not that I
he
really
made
know
it with
of.
the Raiders back then, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's been
When
8 years.
Khalil, or when Derek Carr was third in MVP voting,
Yeah.
the
And
2016
he
year.
broke his leg. Fucking
Yeah.
Colts.
I don't know about the Austin Eckler. You're saying he getting 2 touchdowns. It really just depends on how the offense is. Because Austin Eckler, most of his carries are for his touchdowns are within the 5-yard line. So if his offense isn't putting up, like they're not moving the ball against the Jaguars defense that's been solid.
Yeah. Oh, and that's true. I don't know. I'm just.
I want to see a big scoring game. I
I
like
could-
both these quarterbacks.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking it's gonna be like 21-17.
I could see that.
I don't know. I see it being more 31-28 type shit.
I was thinking
don't know.
31-20.
Yeah.
I think in the first half there's going to be a lot of points. In the second half it's going to be like maybe a
Slow
touchdown
down.
and a field goal. Yeah.
But I could also see it being a low scoring game. You know, a lot of nerves.
Yeah.
First half's kind of slow.
Yeah.
Then they
well,
kind of
that's,
kick
and
it
that's
into
what
gear.
I'm thinking. First half's gonna be kind of slow.
Yeah. But then we
I think
got-
Jay Herbo might come out slinging that bitch.
probably.
Well, that's why. That's
first
why.
half, I think
That's
he's
why I'm
coming out.
thinking they get those 2 Austin Eckler tutties first half, and then second half they might get a little passing touchdown, maybe a couple field goals here and there or something.
Let's
I don't know.
go, Bills and Dolphins. Yes.
This
that's
is
an easy
gonna
one.
this is gonna break away from our early predictions from prior podcast, but I gotta go Bills.
Yeah, I mean you
Gotta go Bills.
insert
it's
injuries.
just it's unfortunate.
it's the
You know, you
Bills.
don't have your starting quarterback.
Defense has not been as
Left-
good as what they were supposed to be.
Left tackle is gone. Well, we've been missing 3 stars the whole year. Byron Jones,
Yeah.
he's out. Nick Needham got hurt in preseason. Brandon Jones, Emmanuel Ogbah, all starters. They're all out on our defense.
Yeah.
And then Teron Armstead, the Pro Bowl left tackle, he's out.
Yep.
Well, and then just on
Tua.
top of it, playing that Bills defense and not having your starting quarterback.
Well,
It's
and
gonna
We're
be
going to get
tough.
fucked up. I already know it.
and after the injury that happened last week, they're gonna be fucking fired up.
Oh yeah, Bills are
So-
gonna be on a different level.
Yeah, they're probably gonna look like they did week 1 and week 2.
I'll say I don't think Josh Allen will have like 300 and some yards. Like he was balling against the Patriots.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll have that good of a game because as you've seen like the past 2 games we played him, it's like
Yeah.
we're not giving up any deep routes. We're not giving up that post route to Stephon Diggs, that drag route over the middle to
Y'all know how to defend.
iMac. Yeah, but it's just they're gonna win. They're definitely gonna beat us. Our offense will not keep up with them at all.
Yeah.
I gotta go Bills. Fuck it, I'm going Dolphins. You think I'll switch
You're
up?
goddamn right.
You think I switch up? It's Dolphins.
Die on your sword.
Oh, absolutely. Do I think we're gonna win? No, but I'm going for the Dolphins. I'm picking the Dolphins.
Fucking love it.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and then our Sunday night game, and this is an easy one too. They're missing their starting quarterback. It's Cincy, and it's the Ravens, and no Lamar Jackson.
So this is my big one. This is my big one that I feel like a lot of people are. No, I'm gonna say the team you're thinking,
Okay.
but for later on, obviously I'm going Cincy. And Joe Shiesty, we trust.
Joey Cool, baby.
They're
That's the
beating
coldest
my-
motherfucker out there.
the coldest.
My take
Where's
on
my
this is I feel like they've put it together towards the end
Oh,
of
yeah.
this season,
Same
and
thing last year.
and I'm thinking they might go again.
I don't see them
That's
seed are they?
that's gonna be my sleeper right now.
3.
Out, not necessarily sleeper, but like that's gonna be the dark horse out of that side to get there.
They play the Chiefs first.
No,
Yeah.
I know.
They if they get past the Chiefs, then they gotta go past the Bills. I don't see that happening.
They've beat both of those teams this year.
Wait, what?
They beat the Chiefs.
Bro,
What?
they beat the Chiefs. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Playoffs. I'm telling you, playoffs is different. They're not
They
beating.
beat the
isn't-
Chiefs last year.
Isn't
yeah,
Joe Burrow
last
like
year, yeah.
4-0 against Patrick Mahomes?
3-0.
He hasn't
3-0?
beat him. That I don't care who you are. That's in your head.
That matters.
That is in your head.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Especially how it ended last year, where you were on a fucking roll,
Yeah.
and then he came back. I don't know.
I thought you were talking about this year. He beat him. That's why I was asking. What?
He did beat him this year.
No, I'm saying I'm talking about playoffs. You were saying he beat him last year in the playoffs. Well, I'm saying this year, it's not like. I mean, Patty Mahomes is playing. I guess playing better. It seems like a down season for Patrick Mahomes. To be honest,
I think he's playing.
he's 42 touchdowns.
I think it's because their
He had
defense is
more
so
last
fucking
season.
ass.
Defense is ass, which is gonna give up the points again. Like
So,
it
but
did.
that's my thing. Jamar Chase being back, Higgins playing really well, Tyler Boyd being another
I
fucking
think
great option,
the
Joe
Bengals
Burrow
line-
fucking getting it together.
Yeah.
Bengals line has kind of folded. La'el Collins went down with the ACL, which is their best offseason
I was gonna
signing
say
in the
that
past
is going to be
fucking
the tough spot.
30
But I mean,
years.
their offensive line has gotten better from the beginning of the season to now.
Yeah,
Like, they
well-
played better, not
yeah,
like
well,
they've gotten better. But
No, they
started
play better. Yeah, La'el Collins got injured in week, I want to say 15.
Yeah.
Or week 16. It's going to be ours. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be like
Yeah.
2016 Rams and Chiefs when Jared Goff had like 550 fucking yards against
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes. Patty had like 480. I love that game. It's like my all-time favorite game. I like the Chiefs when it does get to there. And if they do beat the Chiefs, then you got to go in Buffalo and play Buffalo, which Buffalo's the hardest city to play in. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't see him making
Put your ice in his face.
I got a Joe Shiesty
I don't
fucking
say.
shirt.
I don't know, man.
I think Joe's just different.
I'm
I
a
don't-
Joe
I think
Burrow
he's- I think
fan.
He's
I
becoming
too.
the new Brady. You just don't bet against him. I don't know. I mean,
It's not necessarily wrong,
because last year, who the fuck thought they were gonna get anywhere near the
bro.
Super
With
Bowl?
that fucking horrible O line.
Nobody.
Oh my god.
I mean, no one thought they were gonna get anywhere near
Motherfucker
what
was
they
out
got
there
last
doing
year.
that
And now
thing.
they look way better than they did last year.
Yeah.
And they know they can do it now. And they beat the Chiefs.
They know they've already beaten them.
They know they've already beaten them. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying go out there overconfident.
I don't know.
but
And I think what
most-
it comes down to, the weapons that Joe Burrow has up against that Chiefs defense.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's gonna fuck them up.
I think Chiefs have their number one scoring offense.
Yeah.
I know you're saying
No, and I get that too.
Yeah,
I
but-
think, like we said, it's definitely gonna be a shootout. But I think the defensive side is gonna give up too much on the Chiefs than on the Bengals. But you know,
I see Patty getting his. I see this game.
I think Patty's gonna get his too.
I'm betting the fucking over if we could down here in Florida. I'm betting the over
Yeah.
on the score, and it'd be a good ass game. But I don't know. I just don't see the like you said, Bengals. You got them all the way. I don't know if they get through the Chiefs.
That's
and
my
the
dark
Bills.
horse to get there.
That's just a tough ass fucking.
I got them going all the
schedule.
way.
I got Chiefs over the Bills.
Because everyone in that has to go through a tough schedule. no matter
Yeah.
who.
The AFC is the far superior conference.
Yeah.
Justin
Like, if
Herbert,
you're
Lamar
Buffalo,
Jackson, Joe Burrow.
You know, like you gotta either play the Chiefs or the Bengals, which is a tough game. If you're the Chiefs, you gotta play the Bengals, then Buffalo, most likely. You know, obviously we don't know who's gonna win what yet.
Yeah.
This fucker.
I'm just saying, you know, anything can happen. But I don't know, man. I think people hot take, but you know, I think a lot of quarterbacks look at Patrick Mahomes and they're kind of scared of him. You know, kind of like how Brady, you know, was in the Super Bowl when they came back against Atlanta. You know,
Yeah.
on the sidelines they're like, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
It's Tom
yeah.
Brady.
Yeah.
I think people kind of look at Patrick right now as they're intimidated, but Joe Burrow, man, intimidated.
Another MVP though.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. I think he's obviously gonna be the greatest quarterback.
Did we forget about the Eagles?
No, they're not playing. They got to buy.
They got
No. I mean,
Like you talking about them as far as like going to Super Bowl in the NFC?
hey, we didn't predict Super Bowl.
They ain't
that's fine.
going.
I don't see them beating the. I don't see any team beating the 49ers.
Yeah, I don't see them.
I think the
that's,
49ers
So that's where we're
win.
getting to next, right?
Oh shit! I don't know. I can't say I see the 49ers win because we've seen Patty Mahomes put up 44 on them earlier this year.
That's true.
But I see
I was out
It-
without Big Cock Brock, though.
That's facts.
I mean,
Brock's not doing anything different than Jimmy G, though. You know what I'm
No.
saying? It's like the same person back there.
just a very conservative person who gets the ball to the right spot to the play design. It's a system offense.
Yeah.
And is handing the football off.
I mean,
But their offense looks so much better with Brock.
It's
though.
better
I
with
mean,
Brock.
He's not doing anything different, but he is. You know what I mean?
It's
Because with Jimmy,
clicking better.
with Jimmy, it just for some reason it wasn't firing.
I
right.
think Jimmy G only played like.
Was it 3 games? No, 2 games with McCaffrey. I'm not saying McCaffrey's the fucking savior of their offense. I'm just saying
but it's-
it
makes
it's
a
a
big
big help.
difference.
Might have
Yeah.
been more than that, but still, it just even before he got McCaffrey, he
Yeah.
still had Debo, Kittle, and Ayuk.
And then
then
Debo's gonna
Brock
be-
Purdy gets there, and
Debo's
then
back.
Yeah, Debo's actually back. He's been dealing with that hamstring forever, but now he's finally back. Yeah.
shout out to Debo.
Debo's back. Brock and Kittle have a really good connection, which I think is going to be big for red zones because then you have the McCaffrey and Kittle. It's great options, and then also obviously you can do like little pillar routes pretty much for like Ayuk and like Debo and stuff, and throw Debo in for a run in red zones and stuff. So I don't know.
I love to see the Eagles and 49ers in this. I know it's going to happen.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the Vikings, but I don't see the Vikings being the Eagles. Their
So
defense is
all
too
right,
bad.
So like to go on to the next round. So if we got 49ers.
49ers are the 2 seed, 2 seed. Eagles are the 1 seed.
Okay.
So they wouldn't play each other until the championship.
So it would be 49ers and Bucks, right? Or am I thinking?
No,
thinking
40.
that
Yeah,
wrong?
well, Bucks are the 4 seed. So 49ers win. They play the second lowest seed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Vikings.
These are the 3 seed.
I literally keep forgetting about the Vikings. That's why.
It's so 1 is Eagles, 2 49ers, 3 Vikings.
So it would be the
4
Bucks. then,
Bucks. Well, it depends on 5 is Cowboys.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So
That's
okay.
nuts.
Going
6 is Giants, and then 7 is the Seahawks.
going from our picks, it would be 49ers and Bucks, and then Eagles versus Vikings.
Yeah, 49ers versus Bucks.
49ers getting past the Bucks.
49ers are killing the Bucks.
They already killed them once.
Eagles are beating the Vikings.
Yeah.
I would shit my pants if the Bucks beat
So-
the 49ers.
Their defense. I've never seen a defense this fucking good, bro.
Yeah.
In my life.
So
It's like
pretty
2000
pretty
Ravens
much
type shit.
God
pretty
damn.
much our division champs. We got or conference champs. Sorry.
Yeah.
49ers and Eagles. Who we got?
I'd go 49ers. Their defense.
I'm going 49ers.
Defense. And they have a really good offense.
Their offense is
Without
ridiculous.
like a fucking stellar quarterback, they have a great offense, and then the
Defense is the best defense in the league by far.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got to do?
Hot take. Not as much. It's 49ers. I mean, I don't see anybody being able to score on that defense and keep up with the offense at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I think the 49ers, they're going to get up and down the field.
Oh,
they,
yeah.
They got too
They
many,
move the ball so easy.
They got too many fucking weapons.
Well, they got
'Cause you
fucking Kyle Shanahan, so that helps
yeah,
too.
fantastic head coach. You got
great O line.
best weapon running back wise, pretty much in the backfield. And
I
then-
would say he's, for gadget wise, best running back
yeah,
in the NFL.
yeah.
Yeah.
To
Put
fit
him
that
anywhere.
offense, best fit.
He puts
For
my
sure.
fucking the slot. He's going dumb. Yeah.
So,
All right.
and then you got Debo coming back. You got Ayuk, who's a really good young wide receiver. You got
Oh, yeah.
Kittle, probably second best tight end in the league, arguably.
Yeah. All
I
right. So to
just-
flip the script, go to the opposite side.
This
If-
one would be tough.
This one is going to be tough. So with our picks, which is going to be kind of difficult because you have a different one than we do. We got Bills, Chargers / Jaguars, Bengals, and Chiefs, obviously. So depending on who's playing who, Chiefs are going to end up playing the Chargers or the Jags, right?
So, I mean, Chiefs are going to win either way.
Yeah. So okay, so we're just going to go ahead and put Chiefs up there.
Yeah. Chiefs are going to win.
All right. So
whoever
then
wins.
Bills, Bengals, because that's who's going to end up playing each other to get to.
The Chiefs. And then I go Bills.
I'm calling Bengals.
It's in Buffalo, bro. Joe Burrow's not going to Buffalo and beating
know,
Josh
man.
Allen.
Going.
That's a good ass defense too. It's not like the Chiefs defense. This is an actual good defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
No Buffalo.
I feel like the obvious pick is Buffalo, but I'm calling on my dark horse. I gotta go Bengals. I gotta trust Joe Shiesty.
I don't know, man. The Bengals just have so many weapons.
they do. They literally do. I totally agree with you. But no, I don't see him keeping up with the Bills.
The Bills' defense is so fucking good, though.
And their offense.
And their offense,
You got to put up 35 to compete with them.
yeah.
Lately,
He put up what he put up on New England, which is like a really good defense. Put a 35 on him, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Might put a 42 on him.
yeah.
That's just my opinion. I mean, I'm just looking at it from a sports analytic look. Oh, the Bills are way better defense.
The obvious pick would be the
Yeah.
Bills.
Yeah. You know
Don't.
what?
Hey, I'm a big Joe Burrow fan. Like I said, I got a Joe Burrow shirt in there, bro. I like Joe Burrow. I
have a
watched
tattoo
him all
of Joe
throughout
Shiesty.
college.
I don't know, man.
I think it's gonna be Burrow. I see it being Burrow and the 49ers. That's what I say.
If Lamar Jackson played, I picked the Ravens.
Oh, even if Lamar plays, I'm still picking the Bengals.
I picked the Ravens. They have a really good fucking defense, but I just
They
there's no
do
way
play
they can keep up.
play Joe really well, but
Yeah, they can't keep up.
Yeah.
There's no way. Even if the Bengals score 8 or 17 points, I don't think the Ravens score
They
18.
the Ravens just don't have any weapons. They got Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews, Lamar Jackson, and that's it.
That's
And
it.
J.K. Dobbins with 2 fucking plastic kneecaps. That's it, bro.
And a fucking metal hip.
God damn.
All right, so you got Chiefs Bills. Who you got?
Damn. I gotta go Patty Mahomes again.
I feel like that's if it comes down to Chiefs Bills, I'm going Chiefs.
Yeah.
It'd be in Arrowhead. Well, no. I'm sorry. It's in Mercedes-Benz Superdome now.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
because
isn't
it's a
it
neutral
the
site.
yeah?
Yeah, which that's not fair to the Chiefs who have the number 1 seed, but
And
That's just
then, but if it's Chiefs Bengals, you still got Chiefs.
oh fuck yeah.
Okay.
I think Patty's too much.
I think if it's Chiefs and the Bills, I think Patty will beat them.
Like I think
I do.
last year if the Bengals played the Bills, I think the Bengals would have lost to the Bills last year.
Think so?
In the playoffs, yeah. The Bills should have won that game against the Chiefs.
They
13
should.
seconds.
They
and you
should.
lose?
They should have.
They did.
They really should have.
See, but it's tough with situations like that. It's like, oh, you should have won. Yeah, but you didn't.
Well, technically, Josh Allen didn't lose.
No.
Technically, the offense didn't lose.
See, I don't know. That's always weird because you can't put a loss on the defense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you can when your offense is putting up
No.
that many points and their defense is allowing that many points. Because it's like your offense did what it needed to do.
Yeah.
You didn't do what you needed to do.
you could have put up more points.
Well, goddamn. How
You
many
score
points
on every drive.
How many points you got to fucking
Exactly
put
what
up?
I'm saying. You see what I'm saying though? Like, it's
Like,
already
goddamn.
overflowed.
No,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's just I
No
don't
team
know.
should be putting up 40-plus points.
And if you are, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
To the Tua subject though, I think Tua. I think he might. I don't think he'll be back as a starter next year.
You don't think so?
I don't think any team's gonna have him play under him, and
Is-
then risk that happening under them.
You think he doesn't sign back with Miami?
Well, he's under contract for 1 more year. Personally, I think we get Lamar Jackson.
Really?
I think we get Lamar Jackson.
That
He
or
wants to
Derek
come
Carr.
to Miami. I don't know. I hope we don't get Derek Carr. An older
love to see-
quarterback.
I'd love to see Lamar in Miami, bro.
That
That'd
would
be
be dope.
fucking
Lamar's
wild.
from. I think he's from Broward or was it West Palm Beach?
Yeah, Lamar.
West Palm?
Miami. I think Lamar either there or New York Jets.
Everyone's kind of saying that, but I don't see that happening.
I mean, I'm not saying
I see
it.
Carr going to like the Jets before I see Lamar going
Yeah,
to the Jets.
I can see. Ooh, that'd be a good fit. You know, because if Brees Hall comes back healthy, got a good run game.
Yeah,
You
won't
you
be
got
back
a really,
till-
really good young wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Brees Hall won't have a training camp though.
Yeah, I mean, you
Sucks.
still got Michael Carter and you still got James Robinson.
when he comes
James
back-
Robinson didn't even play.
I know that's
They
right.
benched
He
him
was-
for
he was
Zonovan Knight.
I don't
Yeah,
know why-
they took
I
him
don't
off
know
the
why
roster.
teams are doing that to him. Like he played so well with the Jags.
Undrafted free agent. It's 100% why.
It's crazy to me.
Not good enough to get drafted.
He had two back-to-back years of like 1,400 rushing yards, right?
Because the thing is they draft these players, right? So you drafted Zonovan Knight, Bam Knight. You drafted Ty Johnson.
You're
You
gonna
don't even know
wanna-
who the
you're
fuck
gonna
Ty
wanna-
Johnson is.
You're gonna want to use the people you draft because
Yeah,
you
it's-
use your pick on it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't agree with it either. Trust me.
Because
But
I mean, to me, I don't see why they drafted A-Team. I mean, don't get me wrong.
they shouldn't have. You
He's a
get
really good running back. You could have
uh,
picked somebody else to go with Trevor Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
They did it because Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
That's maybe they got Tim Tebow. Urban Meyer's a dumbass, but and then
Yeah, he wanted to pair Trevor T-Law and Travis Etienne. I don't agree with that, but
All right. So Super Bowl, who we got? So we
if
can
it's
wrap this up.
Chiefs, I go Chiefs. I go Chiefs over 49ers. But if it's Bills, I'd probably go 49ers.
Okay.
See, this is where it kind of gets difficult.
I can pick
because
either one of them.
I got the Bengals and the 49ers. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how Purdy's going to play in the playoffs, but if he plays like he is right now, I don't see them losing to anybody.
I feel like he don't have to do much.
Yeah, you don't.
As long as he just, like what you said, keep playing like the turnovers.
Yeah.
As long as you're not committing turnovers,
Yeah.
he can have 180 yards and no touchdowns, and they'd win.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Dude,
So.
Jimmy G threw the ball, famously like 9 times
Yeah,
against
yeah.
Green Bay, and they won.
Last year in the NFC Championship?
Yeah.
Or
So,
the... Was it the championship? No, it was the
No,
game
no,
before the
no.
championship. It was
Yeah,
divisional. That's right.
yeah.
Yeah. Y'all want to do the... Wait, who you got?
It really depends. Chiefs, 49ers, going Chiefs. Bills, 49ers, I might go 49ers.
Bengals 49ers?
Bengals, 49ers, Joe Shiesty, we trust, baby.
I don't see how you can pick the Bengals over the 49ers.
I just, well, obviously 49ers, but like,
You're a Joe Burrow fan. I get
Joey
it.
B.
I like Joe Burrow. He's a cool ass dude.
Joey, I'm just gonna say it just to have it out there,
Just say you were right, just in case it happens.
just in case
I
it
like
happens.
it. I like it.
Bengals go, they winning, because that'll be the back-to-back years. They're gonna have the little chip on their shoulder about not winning before.
Yeah. You wanna say this for next time?
Yeah, we can save it for next time. I know he's ready to wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Get on.
Another episode. Appreciate you hanging out. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe.
Oh shit! I forgot we had a camera the whole time.
Yeah, we got it the whole time this time. All the support is appreciated. Appreciate everybody who listens. If you made it to this part,
We love you.
we love you. We'll catch you on the next one. All right, y'all.
Mwah.